once again with more feeling. Because it is your 28.
Thank you. Unfocused.
Yeah, that's right.
Felt like the cheer was late that time.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit, yeah. This is episode 315. I'm AJ Twist. That's T.
I'm T.
And he's currently busy looking up this Pokemon right here.
It is 315, you're right.
It is Roselia.
Yeah, Roselia.
I can tell you that much.
And Roselia.
And Roselia is a Pokemon from the 3rd gen Pokemon series in our Ruby, Sapphire.
Who's the Thorn Pokemon?
And it's a Thorn Pokemon.
That's actually not a bad one.
That's all right.
What will please you, AJ? No.
they tried this time.
Well, the last two are the Firefly Pokemon, so I guess it was like an upgrade.
Yeah.
Because they were both the same shit. They every chance they got to be lazy about it, they certainly were.
They certainly did, yeah.
Not like they were lazy every time, but like, oh, we're here, we can do the same thing.
It's like they were so busy focusing on the other one that was dope that they forgot, oh, wait, what about these? Oh, real quick, Firefly.
Deadline's tomorrow.
Yeah, 5 minutes to figure these out. Game ships out right now. Anyways.
Unfocused, motherfuckers. We're back.
Live on twitch.tv/collision28.
And for those that don't know, this is the podcast about, video games, comics, anime, movies, all that stuff.
That's right.
We're going to talk about all of it today.
Yeah, I think we are.
We
got a lot of catching up to do, guys.
We have so much catching up to do.
Yeah.
So, let's start off with Unfocused Week.
Unfocused Week? Bam. All right, let's
AJ,
see.
go for it. What do you
get
think?
my list.
Oh, shit, you got a list.
Yeah. So, I watched Fast and Furious 9.
Oh,
Finally.
shit. Yeah. How was it?
It was all right. It was pretty good. It was a good action movie. Like,
Was it, though?
I enjoyed it.
Okay.
It was all action.
That's all it was.
Story was kind of weird, kind of predictable almost. They fill in some blanks. They tried.
Let me just say, if it's your first time going to fucking space and your movie's predictable, that's kind of a problem. You know what I mean? Like, is that what they do? They go to space this time?
It was a brief moment they did it. It wasn't like the whole big thing about the movies, like, oh, they fucking went to space. And no.
Well, that's how they sold it to me. That's how everything I kept hearing about
Literally,
it was they went to space. They're going to space.
The thing you saw in the trailer about them being in space.
That was it.
And then maybe like an extra 2 minutes on top of that to kind of give
just to really make it feel like space for a second.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. That's all it was. The space thing. I mean, yeah, they did it. And they have a pretty legit almost reason for it, but yeah, it was a fun time though. Like I liked it. They always have like a thing in the movie like that they fuck with, like a technology that helps them get through.
Like the God's Eye was one time, right?
And with that, I'm not sure. Like, I'm more thinking like the bank robbery one where they. What do you mean? How do you know about the God's Eye? What the fuck? Have you been watching Fast and Furious?
No.
What the fuck?
Because I would watch videos about 3, and they would be talking about shit from the other one sometimes.
Okay,
and I'm like, oh, they're still talking about the other. It's fucking told me about it anyway. So I learned random shit about it.
Okay.
Like, I know how Gal Gadot dies, but not really, because like she goes out shooting into the darkness, and then like.
Yeah.
That's just it?
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, like, what happened to her? And they never tell you, right?
Yeah, exactly. Which, I mean, she died. She went in a fiery ball of flames and everything, right? But anyways, yeah, like they had magnets this time. I don't know. I just fucking love the magnet shit they were doing with their fucking magnet weapons they got. But yeah, it was. And
they fought John Cena, which must have been incredibly hard considering they couldn't see him.
I know, right? Like, I didn't know who they were talking to like half the time. I was like, I think they're talking to someone right here. And then like someone was ghostwriting the whip over there. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Man, his movies are always hard to watch.
Yeah. And then I was gonna say, fuck, you made me lose my train of thought here. I was gonna say, oh yeah. So when that movie came out, there was a lot of memes about family. Everything was about family, right?
Yeah.
So I was thinking this whole time, like, oh my god, okay, we're gonna go into this F9 movie with Vin Diesel talking about family every like fucking 5 minutes or something. I bet. No, maybe a couple times in the end he said something about family at the end.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, like why was everyone memeing that so hard?
Because it's been a thing every movie. Because
Yeah,
even the ones I saw, that was a fucking thing. Like,
Yeah.
I remember at the end of Fast 3, like, at the very end when he talks to him, he talks about, oh yeah, Hanro's family. I was
Yeah.
like, okay,
Exactly,
oh I
yeah.
get it, So I think everyone was just so revved up for it.
Yeah, like every movie it's been like that. Yeah, but like I felt like it was an over exaggerated thing this movie, but it wasn't even. It was barely mentioned this movie, or maybe it was mentioned so much, and I'm just so used to it that maybe I didn't even notice it. That could be an issue.
That could be an issue. You did watch a lot of them lately.
Yeah, but
I think people were just like, they're just so waiting for it that when they gave it to him, they're like, oh yeah, he said it twice.
Yeah.
Like so
I'm
I don't
wondering
know.
too though, like because I bought it on Blu-ray, and there's the director's cut on there, right? I'm not sure how much longer it is compared to the original, but that's the one I watched. I'm not sure. Maybe they went back and took out all the times he said family. Maybe I don't know. So maybe that's why I didn't notice it. But yeah, no, it was a good time. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I mean, it's not, I wouldn't rank it as one of the higher movies ones, but it's good.
Yeah.
If you like Fast and Furious, you'll enjoy it. Aside from that, Hunter x Hunter. I finished it. I'm done.
We have shit to talk about.
That was a short last season.
You mean the last arc? The
last
the
arc.
Hunter election arc?
Yeah, that went by
Yeah.
kind of quick. It was kind of short, and I expected it to drag on much longer than it. You know what it felt like now thinking about it, and again, because this is the same creator from Yu Yu Hakusho,
Oh my
right?
God, I
It
already know what
felt
you're gonna
like
say.
the last
The
season.
Three Kings?
Yeah, it felt like that season. How like it was building up, and it kind of just ended like all of a sudden.
I wonder if that was done on purpose or what, but I do know that I don't think that it was really meant to be such a separate thing, because the thing that happens right after this fits in.
So there is more.
Yeah, there's more.
Because the way they ended this, the anime
Yeah.
made it sound like that there was this game over.
No, man, there's a lot more.
There's a lot more. Okay.
Yeah. Without spoiling too much, as a matter of fact, the series switches gears from here, and the main character becomes Kurapika.
Oh,
and you don't even see Gon and Killua for like.
Oh wow.
As far as I've been, anyway. I think they check in here and there, like you kind of see a little bit about them, but mostly Kurapika is the main character now.
Interesting.
Yeah, and like it's crazy how he's like saving everybody's ass. I don't want to tell you too many. I can't tell you too many details, but it's funny how he's just saving the whole world by himself, or saving everyone by himself. I'm like, fuck, man, you're doing a lot of shit right now. Like, this is crazy. Like it's just crazy, man.
Well, I kind of would like to see more of him too, because I was like really expecting him to show up at some point in this last arc, and we got Leorio, but just barely though.
Oh, but his moment was great.
But yeah, he was pretty cool though. Yeah.
Dude, and he punched Jing in the face.
Yeah.
I was like, damn,
And
dude.
the fact that we got Jing so easily too, I thought was like really like he just shows up and was like, oh, he's just here now, huh?
So a funny thing about Hunter x Hunter that I think you'll notice more when I tell you about it is the writer Togashi responds to the fan complaints with the plot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So people were like, what was the first complaint? Where did it start? I think it started with people saying they wanted more. What was it they wanted more of? I can't remember. Well, anyway, forget about the first one, but people were saying that they wanted more Kurapika for a long time. Where's Kurapika?
Yeah.
We want more Kurapika the whole time during the Chimera arc, which was probably a long time because the manga was coming out. People were bitching about Kurapika, like, where is he?
For reals.
And Togashi's like, you want Kurapika? I give him to you. And literally, it's all him right now.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, shit. And the whole story is like centered around him and how
So
like,
he
he's important.
over-delivered, huh?
Yeah, I feel like he does it in a smart-ass, over-giving
I
way
feel
every
like,
time.
yeah.
And he did it with something else, too. Like, video games. Because they were like, you say you're a big video game fan, you're a gamer, and
got
you
that
never do
whole
anything with
arc.
video games. He's like, okay.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
gave us Greed Island. That's what it was. Everyone was like, okay. I think that people wanted a tournament arc. I think that was people were like, I wonder if Hunter x Hunter is going to have a tournament arc. Or they complained about it or something like that. Or they wanted another tournament arc. And then he did the tower.
Yeah, the tower. I feel like they could have done a lot more there, though.
They could have.
I want them to go back there.
Funny you say that. They do go back there.
Okay, that's
Something
cool.
does happen there, and it's bigger than what you would imagine. It's,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. I can't
That's
say anything.
cool.
There's so many things I want. But okay, let's talk about the things you do know. What do you think about Nanika?
Interesting fucking character. She fucking reminds me. Okay, so one of the things I've been doing recently is a lot of like programming shit, and now that I'm thinking about it, she's like a fucking program. Like you gotta like have the right steps in the right order and shit. Otherwise, things won't work right.
Interesting. That's a very interesting way to put that. Damn, you just blew my mind right now. All right.
But yeah, she's like fucking weird, and like not everyone like, how does this fucking work? Like you know, you go into like a new game or like you're studying something in like a program computer related thing, and you're like, how the fuck does this shit work? You know, is it like this? And you're like, oh, I think I figured it out. Oh, this is how the game works. You know, I get this shit now, or this is how this program works. But then someone else like, nah, there's more shit. Now you're not even doing it all.
only when you fuck this game up, you kill 1 million people or whatever.
Yeah. At the same time, yeah, you can't even like, test it out too much, So, but yeah, that she's freaking sounds way too powerful. Like, and then even when she helps Gong in the end, right? Like you don't even see like how or like what the consequences are, if any.
There are none.
It's just none.
There's none.
Like I feel like something kind of should have happened. I don't know. I'm not sure what I was expecting.
Can I tell you one little spoiler?
I guess
it's a small one. So she does heal Gon, right?
Right.
And there is no consequence for that, because remember he said Nanika costs to destroy, but she doesn't take anything to heal people. But you guys never asked her to do it.
Yeah, and they're also doing it wrong too.
Yeah, and they were doing it so wrong.
See, again,
oh my god,
they're doing it wrong.
So if she's a computer program, Kilo's got the hacks.
Yeah, exactly.
Because then he gave her a command, and everybody was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah. But yeah, like she's just an interesting
character, mechanic,
that just adds to what I was talking about previously when we talked about Hunter x Hunter, as how everyone like uses their nin in different ways to create different powers that just have so many types of different rules to it and everything. And
can I tell you something else?
Uh-oh.
She's not really a nin user exactly.
That's the other thing I was wondering too, because they never mention her using nin or anything like that too. So that just adds even more questions.
Yeah. Oh man, there's so many things I want to tell you. Later on, you can tell me.
That thought crossed my mind too. Is like, is she even using nin? Like that did cross my mind one time.
I feel like we should have just a separate video where we just talk about Hunter. Like I feel like people will eat it up. People love Hunter talk, but we should just put a separate video out where we just talk about Hunter, and I can tell you some things that you might want to know and some things you wouldn't want to know. And not tell you things you don't want to know, but yeah, man.
Should I read the manga or should I?
I think you should read it, because you're gonna be very like, oh shit. Sometimes I feel like you're reading a book though, which is kind of annoying.
How much is there like from?
There's like a good amount. There's like
where I left off.
There's like a whole half an arc worth, or almost a full arc worth, like happening.
Shit.
I'd say a full arc almost. Yeah.
All right. Well, on top of that too, with Hunter, they did show like a glimpse of Kurapika at the very end.
Yeah.
And he was there chilling and looking at all the eyes, and I forgot that's what he was doing, is going around looking for the eyes of his clan or some shit right there, something, right? I forgot what his thing was, but yeah.
He decided he wasn't gonna go for vengeance anymore, so he's gonna leave the Phantom Troop alone, but he was gonna spend the rest of his time just getting his family's fucking body, body parts back.
And then what else was crazy? I don't know. That was.
Oh, so the thing I was gonna tell you. She does heal Gon for free.
Yeah.
However, Gon does not get his nin back.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing I was wondering too about him.
Were you wondering? Yeah, he doesn't get it, bro.
Damn.
So here's what I think happened with Gon. I mean, this is my interpretation, but I feel like I thought about a lot of different things. I feel like this makes the most sense. So what happened when Gon fought Neferpito is he did the one thing Kurapika warned them not to do in the Phantom Troop arc. Remember, he told them like, because they were like, how can we get your power, that level of power? And he's like, don't get it my way. He's like, it's better if you train and naturally get that power, and you can be even stronger than me without such consequences, And I think Gon ignored that and made the rule, or made a rule without a consequence.
Yeah.
Because he said, I don't care what it costs. And he thinks he was just talking to himself.
Yeah.
But he was so charged up and shit, he was probably accessing his nin.
Yeah.
So he said, I don't care what it costs. I just want the power to kill Pito.
Yeah.
And he and that shit took limitlessly from him. And he could never get that back now because he didn't put a limit on it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's exactly what Kurapika was warning him about. And so,
I wonder if they'll like dig into that, like where does nin actually come from? How do you make these rules? Who sets these rules? Is there like a nin, overlord that grants these wishes to you or some shit like that?
I think I think they said that you make the rules to yourself, like you make the.
But they can expand on that if they wanted to.
They should expand on it. You're right.
Because again, comparing it to Yu Yu Hakusho, like I feel like they didn't go as deep as Yu Yu right now, because
really
in Yu Yu there's a spirit world, there's a demon world and shit like that, right? We see other enemies, and I feel like they've been so grounded on just the world, and we finally got a glimpse of different creatures that exist now that was different. That's like learning, oh, there's demons that exist now. And then at the very end of the whole fucking arc that I just finished, they show that there's a world beyond what they know right now. That
Our
they haven't
world is
explored.
an island.
Yeah, exactly. They're on an island. They can go beyond this and shit like that. And then what the fuck is that big ass like bird thing on top of the fucking tree that
Bro,
Jing was at?
That's just, and those are just. So he was trying to say that the dark continent, like, you know, the rest of the world, that's shit like that is like that. It's bigger and more threatening, and even just a little mini sprout. It was supposed to be a whole fucking tree there.
Yeah, and that tree was actually like stunted or something, right? Like
yeah,
that was like
it was a sprout.
Yeah,
it, a sprout.
It wasn't even done growing or something.
It's supposed to be a world tree that covers like a part of the world.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's fucking wild.
So like, what's beyond that, and like, can they find something to, you know, it kind of reminded me of Slayers too, in a way, where the barrier got broken, they got to explore and they got to see fucking new shit.
But it's better than Slayers because actually everything out there is more powerful than them, rather than them being more powerful than everything else.
Yeah.
So it kind of leaves more plot things to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so without telling you too much, there's people that have been to this fucking place, and every time you go there, there's a punishment for coming back, and they make you take back what's called a calamity. And we've seen some of these calamities and didn't know.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I'm pretty sure Nanika is one of those calamities that
interesting.
And making me think one of the Zoldycks must have went to the Dark Continent and made it back, which, without spoiler, I'm sure you would imagine not many fucking people make it back.
Okay.
I won't tell you more than that, but it's very interesting shit goes on with that, and they start telling you more about the Dark Continent, and they say some things that don't get explained, which are really creepy, like you have to get permission from the gate guardian to get in there, and then they just never talk about that again, and I'm like, well, that's fucking scary, because they were like, well, what is it? Is it human?
Yeah,
and they don't say.
There's too much going on now. That just sounds way too interesting now.
Yeah.
But okay, that's cool.
And long story short, I say you should read it. Because even what I told you is not a spoiler. I barely told you anything. You find out so much crazy shit.
What I would like to though is like a couple of years skip or something like that. Like imagine this though, like when we see Gong again, because Gong he took all his power. He said, "Give me all the like." I guess I don't know, but trying to find a loophole right here. It's
So is he. He's trying to figure it out too, but. As far as I'm at, he can't find anything.
Because when he got all that power and shit, right, he ended up like growing up, right? He looked like he was a couple years older, right?
I think.
What if he gets that point where he was at when he powered up, and then he actually like in real time, like, you know, after years, he gets that age to that point, and after that point, his then starts to come back because now he went beyond that point in actual time.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
Like, could that be a thing, you know? And can we get a time skip to see him there? And he's like, his Nen's coming back after all these years. Like, oh wait, I'm feeling something again, you know?
AJ,
and then he can go back into training.
Thinking outside of the box. I never thought about it like that. That's very interesting because I was thinking like, damn, I was never thinking like that. I was thinking like, damn, how's he gonna solve this? How are they gonna fix this? Blah blah. But you're right. Maybe they just need time to pass.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. I never thought about that.
I don't know. Like that's. I want a time skip to see what's next, like in that sense. But actually seeing Kurt Pika, like, I don't know, maybe I'll check that out.
You're gonna like it because you get a lot of answers to a lot of things, and then you find out a lot of things that you didn't think you would need to know, and you're like, oh shit, that's kind of important. I don't believe I didn't ask that before.
Yeah, because there's a lot of stories left done in like, you know, like the Phantom Troop and what's his name, Hisoka, like all those, like you know, you know them, but like you don't know them right away, right? Like where they come from, why they like the, like, you know, what's their whole ideal. So
if you read the book, you'll learn a lot more about Hisoka and the Phantom Troop.
Okay, all right. Anyways,
and Jing. Okay,
yeah, that too. Like, what's his thing? And yeah. Anyways, aside from Hunter, unless you want something else to say.
Harrison's scary.
Oh, wow.
He's
back? Okay.
No. I mean, yeah, he is back, but no, I didn't mean that. But I mean, just in general from what you saw, Harrison's a scary motherfucker.
He's interesting, yeah. I thought he came back or something, but...
He's someone you don't want to play poker with.
As far as, like, what else have I watched? Cowboy Bebop. I started watching the anime again. Kind of just preparation for the actual live action. So I have a fresh mind on Cowboy Bebop. Because Cowboy Bebop is so, like weird because like there's no overarching like story to follow, so like every episode is like its own little story.
There's kind of an overarching story
sometimes. There's like a loose one, yes.
There's a story going on,
but like you don't.
This is light. It's very light.
It's very light.
There's only like 5 or 6 episodes with that story.
That focus on it, right? Yeah. And so like I kind of forget those details about that because it's like Like there's so many episodes that you're like, oh, remember this one episode? Like, oh, remember this thing? Like,
Yeah.
oh wait, there's this other story that's going on. It's like kind of deeper, but they don't go like what's going on. It's like, so I want to go back on that, and then just so I can see the connections and just, just see how that plays out with the live action when it drops.
Did you hear what the showrunner had said about this show?
What?
They're excited to not only retell but show new material and expand on the story.
Yeah, you told me about that. Yeah,
I don't know if I told you on the podcast.
I don't remember if you told me on the pod. I don't think so.
So they're saying there's going to be expansion on story, meaning that I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm guessing that means we're finally going to find out what happened with Spike,
That's
Vicious,
what
and
you're hoping.
Julia. That's what I'm hoping. Because I'm like, otherwise I'm like, that shit's mad confusing. I'm like, I mean, I know that they don't like each other. They both liked her. Now nobody likes each other no more. That's basically the story. But we don't really know what happened exactly, and we don't really know much about him and Vicious when they worked together and what was really the thing that drove them apart. I feel like this would be a great chance to show that. And Vicious seems to be more of a main character. He's in the opening theme and shit. And I was like, oh shit.
That opening theme that we got, I don't think that was like the actual opening theme.
They said it was.
That's gonna be the actual literal like theme they're gonna use.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was because they showed so many random characters in it.
Yeah, no, they said that was the actual theme. That's what it's gonna be
Interesting.
every
Alright.
episode.
No Ed in it then.
Well, you know what's funny about that? They showed. Did you see those dancing hands were still there in that one scene?
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't notice it. Okay,
yeah, the
they
dancing.
are in there.
But they didn't show
But they
Ed's
didn't show
face.
Ed though. Yeah.
And they asked the creator about Ed, and they said, "We're just gonna say we tried our best to get very close to the anime, and we think people are gonna be delighted with what they see." That sounds like Ed's there. That was their response to asking why wasn't Ed in the show.
So Ed has been casted?
No, not so far as we know.
Okay.
But the way they answered it made it sound like they did it. You know what I mean? Like Ed's in there. Like you know what I mean? Like that was a weird answer. Like why didn't they just say no or no? We weren't able to get Ed. They said we tried to get close to the anime, so we think people will be happy with what they see.
What I think is because we're only supposed to get like 8 to 10 episodes or something, right?
I think 10 episodes is
and,
what we're getting.
and that's not the full series. It's like 20 something, right?
No, but I think this is set to go upon multiple seasons.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think so.
So maybe we'll get Ed in a season 2.
Yeah, and as I pointed out to a friend of mine, Ed doesn't show up till halfway through Cowboy Bebop anyway.
Yeah.
So that would make sense.
Like actually, Ed shows up pretty like not halfway, but
like
just before the halfway point. Like
yeah,
episode 7,
12.
8, I think. I don't know. It's earlier than that.
Is it?
Yeah, because I was looking through the episode list, and I saw like the episode like she comes out, and I was like, oh, that's pretty early. That's not even halfway through. Like I thought it was halfway too. Let's see. Let's bring up my Plex
Interesting.
server right now.
Yeah, I thought it was
But-
like 11 or 12. I guess I was wrong.
But there's also like a lot of episodes, even when she was there, that like she wasn't really a part of anyways. So I feel like they can still like move the stories around a little bit, where they can, do those other episodes that didn't involve Ed,
I feel the same way.
and then bring out Ed later on. Like I feel like they can easily do that. That's the other reason why I'm watching it right now too, just to see like can they do it. Let's see. Jamming with Edward, episode 9.
No, yeah, that's almost halfway. That's pretty in there. But yeah, you're right. It's not as far as I thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is crazy.
But
Just before
like
Jupiter Jazz.
Yep. And
And then that's the halfway point. Yeah, it joins right before Jupiter Jazz. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, so watching that. Oh, by the way, okay. So Digimon's another thing, right? And I've been like freaking waiting.
Oh shit! It dropped a little.
It dropped to $27.90.
Just buy it, bro. Just buy it.
No. I'm waiting to fucking 25. Let's refresh.
Oh my
this
god! Are you
page.
serious?
It's still there. Still
You're gonna be
there.
so mad if it jumps up to $40 tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Just buy it, bro.
It's only 2 though, and I want 3.
Okay. You don't want to just get 2 so you at least have the 2 first? Like, I mean, better than not having them at all. I don't know, man. I just feel like it's not going to get too much lower than that because I don't think they're going to reprint that card.
I'll think about it later tonight.
Okay. When it goes up to 35.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's been at 35 for like 2 weeks now.
I know.
And 27 is the lowest I've seen it in a while, so we'll see with that. But anyways, in addition to like watching Cowboy Bebop, playing some Digimon, I won the hammer
Oh, yeah. You
last
won,
weekend,
and then you
and then lost it this weekend.
dropped it like Thor.
And then also, speaking of Digimon, we went to our first Digimon tournament.
Oh, yeah, and got handled.
Yeah.
But you know what? I was proud of myself for the first time. I fought pretty hard against almost everyone I played, so I got pretty close every time. So
Yeah, like I didn't feel like completely outplayed. Like I like understood what was happening and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like it was just You know, either like a bad draw, or I just like overlook a couple things. Like, oh wait, I could have done that right there. Like, why didn't I do that right there?
Yeah.
Like, that was dumb.
I definitely did a couple dumb moves that could have been the difference between me winning or losing. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So that's all. I felt like if I went in with a different deck, I probably would have had a better shot.
you think so?
Yeah. I think so.
Stupid team format was weird.
Yeah, that was weird. I didn't expect that until like I fucking went to go look up the rules that last day. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, luckily we got 3 people. Shit. But yeah, that was weird. But yeah, play some Digimon. And I think that's pretty. Oh, and I bought some comics. I went to go. I found more Sonic Archives.
You found more of them?
Yeah, so Sonic Archives is the Archie series. Unfortunately, it ends early though, but I got like volume 18 and 19 now. I think I'm missing like 2 or 3 now, like 20 and 21, because I think I have 20 and 23 or something like that.
I remember I bought you a random late ass one time.
Oh, is that? Yeah, that's probably how I got one of them too. But yeah, I found these, like, fuck yeah, I'm picking them up. And then I also got the last trio of Avatar, which is the Katara and the. Actually, I've had this one. I picked up Suki alone a while back, but I'm not sure if I mentioned it. But we got Suki alone, and then also the Toph Beifong's Metal Bending Academy. So these are all like the recent arc of the new series.
That's gonna be a fun read, I think.
Yeah, I haven't read any of these yet. So I got that. And then while I was at the comic book store too, I asked him to order me the other arc that I don't have that's before this, which is Imbalance, but as a hardcover.
Oh, nice.
Because I picked these up at Paradise. What's it called? Collector's Paradise.
Collector's Paradise.
And
yeah.
they had that whole like credit thing. Like we buy enough, you earn credit, and then you can use that towards something else. So I did that, and I'm like, you know what? I have enough to get like at least half off the hardcover. So let me do that. So hopefully by next week I'll have it. So and then I'll start reading that. Oh, I haven't read it either. I should have brought it here, but I have the next issue of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin.
Yeah.
I haven't read it yet though, but I'm kind of excited to start reading that. But yeah, that's about it for me there.
Man, okay. For me, let's see. I built for Digimon. I built myself a Hexablaumon deck. Started cannibalizing my other deck because I was waiting for some cards that I thought I ordered, but I didn't order. And
Did
I was
you
like,
actually order it this time?
this time I did. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I was like, I got tired of waiting because I needed Hammer Sparks in that deck, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just take it out of this other deck. Well, now I'm like, fuck, I want to have both of them working. But so it's coming in the mail now. Let's see. Yeah, getting that deck nice and actually working well is pretty cool. I also started watching a couple horror shows, trying to get the Halloween month early, started early. I've been watching this show called Them, which is a horror movie about the first black family that moves to Compton.
Oh.
When Compton's an all-white family.
Wow.
But then there is some actual creepy shit going on, like some ghost shit too. And they kind of blend, the scariness of, being in an all-white community while being colored, versus like, an actual horror thing happening too at the same time.
Right.
It's pretty crazy. Other one I'm checking out is Midnight Mass, which is a horror show on Netflix, done by Mike Flanagan, the same guy who did House on Haunted Hill and what is it called? House on Haunted Hill, yeah, and House on Bly Manor. Those 2 series. Yeah, he got a new show. It's a mini series, and it's kind of ghost and creepy shit going on. People dealing with this very strong religious city that they moved into. But more creepy shit's happening in a religious city, which is weird, Yeah, so I've been watching those 2 creepy shows. Otherwise, I've been watching One Piece. I got back into it.
Are they at 1,000 yet? Or they're like
Yo, you know what's
5,
funny?
6 episodes away, right?
They're like 5 episodes away. How'd you know that? Motherfucker?
Because I get some like random like students that tell me about this shit. I'm like, where are they at now? They're like, oh, 990. I'm like, fuck already. Damn.
Yeah, I feel like episode 1,000 is when he's gonna have the big fight with the fucking emperor he's getting to right now. He's been climbing to this emperor and fighting through his castle and shit, trying to get to this motherfucker.
Right.
Rescuing a prince, not a princess. But yeah. So I feel like episode 1,000's coming, and like maybe by the next Unfocused episode, it might be the next 1,000. So yeah,
Midnight Mass is good. Says
that's what we're talking
Carlos.
about.
Okay, that's what you're talking about.
He's responding to me.
That's what I was about to ask you. Like, is that what you're just talking about right now, or
Yeah.
is that something different?
Yeah, Midnight Mass. It's great. I highly recommend it. If you guys want a horror show, it's short. It's like 6 episodes or something like that. So I would recommend it. Other things I've been watching. Oh man, there's been so many things I was able to get into. Can't talk about What If. We'll talk about that soon. But I've been watching that.
It's done, right?
It's done. That was it. That was the last one.
Yeah.
Which I feel like we got gypped on something, but I'll talk about it when we watch.
Okay.
When we get into it. Oh man, I can't remember other things I wanted to say that I was doing. But all right, I guess I'll just call it there for now for my Unfocused week. But I did other things that were cool. I promise.
Nah, you didn't.
No, maybe not. Maybe not.
I was trying to figure like, is there anything else that I like didn't mention? No, I think I did everything. I think I mentioned everything. Yeah.
All right. So but with that being said, we're gonna get into spoiler mode because we have a couple things to spoil. I think, right? One will be the Marvel What If, and what's the other thing? Is there something else?
Visions?
Yeah, Star Wars Visions. We gotta talk about both of those things. But yeah, we'll start off with spoilers for Marvel What If, I guess.
Okay.
If you have not seen all 9 episodes, you don't want to watch this. So Marvel What If, we're gonna talk about the whole thing. So we have 2 weeks to catch up on, AJ. So we're just gonna talk about
4 or 3 or something like that.
3, really?
Yeah.
Oh no,
it's
you're
been a
right. It's
while.
like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so
What's the
real
last one
quick,
we talked about?
I think we didn't talk about the Killmonger one.
No, I don't think we talked about Killmonger. No.
Okay, let's start there because I think we've got everything. I know we talked about Doctor Strange.
Did we
I
talk
know
about zombies?
we did talk about
We talked
zombies.
about zombies? Okay.
I think zombies was the last thing we talked about.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so Killmonger. I think the episode was dope, only because I saw that was gonna be a What If episode like early on in the promotion, and I was like, "The fuck do I care if Killmonger becomes friends with Tony Stark?" You know, like who fucking cares? You know?
Yeah.
But I mean, that shit turned out to be a pretty good episode. I was like, "Oh shit, this is interesting as fuck."
Another episode where Tony dies.
Yeah, which he dies in every episode except for the last one.
Yeah.
That's the only episode he doesn't die in. People argue he doesn't die in Party Thor, but where was he at?
Yeah, exactly.
The world's biggest party, and Tony Stark wasn't there.
Huh.
And someone had put up a theory that maybe he died. He said somebody was there, that it was weird they were there, and they were like, Tony Stark might have already died in his conflict with Whiplash because someone was at the party. Oh, who was it? I don't remember.
I don't know.
I can't remember, but I wish I could remember right
Justin
now.
Hammer there or something?
I don't know.
Wasn't Rhodey there?
Was Rhodey there?
No, I don't know.
I don't think so.
know.
But yeah, someone had pointed out it's weird. The world's biggest party, and around that timeline, he didn't get over his drinking yet. So, fucking hell yeah, Tony Stark would have flown by in his
That's a
Iron Man
miss.
suit. Like,
Yeah, that's a miss.
so they're like, but someone put up a good theory as to why he's probably dead. And I was like, damn. If we make that one excuse for the Party Thor episode, yeah, he dies every time.
Yeah.
He dies every time except for the very last episode, which we were finally shown there's one universe where he survives.
Yeah.
Well,
What was going on in that? Like,
that's what I was going to talk about when I said I felt gypped.
yeah, like how did that happen?
I think we missed an episode, bro.
Yeah.
I think they didn't give us one.
Wait, what about Gamora?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's
the
right?
same. That's the same
I know
episode.
it's the same episode. Like, we didn't get her. Like,
Yeah,
like how did she come
her
to
and
be?
Tony Stark were together in that
Yeah.
world. That I think we missed an episode. I
That's
feel
what I
like
felt
there's
like
10,
too.
and they cut one. And they did say they cut a few episodes they were gonna do. They said they were gonna do like 13, and they cut a few. And now I'm like, did you guys cut the fucking Gamora episode? Because she's on the promotion, like.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like that episode was meant to be seen, and I'm just
It
like.
should have been that because they grabbed her at the end. And it's like, wait, where's she from again? Did I miss something?
And they showed her universe with the others like we were supposed to know it. You know what I mean? Like, as they were
Yeah.
going to everyone's universe, we knew all of them, and they were catching us up on their universe, which, by the way, Peggy Carter's story picking up with her doing the Winter Soldier shit, nice touch. That was dope. Like, with
Yeah.
the Winter Soldier outfit and stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
that was dope.
That was cool.
But my point is, though, they caught us up with everyone's story. Like, yeah, you're supposed to know this, obviously. Like, this is what's going on. And then they just showed us Gamora, not at the end, not at the very beginning, in the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, we're just supposed to know her episode. So I feel like we got gypped somewhere.
Yeah. She didn't even really say too much either.
No, she didn't.
They just had that fucking gem crusher or whatever they called it, right?
Yeah, which I feel
was
like
where'd
that.
you get that from?
And I feel like that was
How does
supposed
that
to
work?
Right? I'm like, I feel like that was supposed to be expanded on too.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was just weird, man.
That was weird. Yeah. What are some other episodes that happened that were pretty cool to talk about though? Like,
Party Thor was pretty
Party
dope.
Thor was hilarious. That was funny.
Him and Loki.
That was a good time.
Brothers forever.
Yeah, right.
That was great. Dude, Captain Marvel versus Thor. We got the answer to that beef we had in Infinity in Endgame, right?
Sure. Yeah.
And, everybody was like, "Oh shit, I wonder who would win." And even comic book people were like, "Shit, I don't know. It depends on if she absorbs his energy or not." And and here we go. We got the actual fight right there. And it was pretty dope. It was very Dragon Ball Z level. I was
Right,
like,
yeah, they were
this
going all over the world, right?
Yeah, it's just probably what would happen if those two fought. So that was pretty cool. I like that. And Thor was almost saying, I've mentioned it on Unfocused here ever since the MCU started. He almost said my favorite line from the comics that he's never said in the movies. Have at thee when they're fighting.
Oh, yeah?
He says, have at you. And I'm like, no, just say it, bro. You're so close. I was like, well, yeah, he kept saying that when he's fighting Carol. Have at you. Like, I was like, this is cool. That's more proper. But the whole thing is he's old. His English is so old that he talks like that,
Yeah.
So I wanted him to say, have at thee. Like, but, he said, have at you, which is more modern. That's fine. I just want to point that out. He finally said the comic book thing, but they fucked it up.
That's funny. See, what if Killmonger rescue? What if? Yeah, I guess we didn't mention. The other one was what if Ultron won?
Yeah. So that was wild. That was crazy. That once he killed everything, he got to a higher level because it was so silent. He got to a higher level of consciousness where he could sense the Watcher.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah, because everything was dead. That he had no other way to sense anything. So I think your senses go beyond.
They
right?
go beyond. Because it's true, when your hearing goes, your eyesight gets good. When your eyesight goes, your hearing gets good,
Right,
et cetera,
right.
et cetera.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes sense. All your other senses are like not sensing shit, so
Yeah.
something else activates in you.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit! And then he came after that fool. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Scary ass episode, actually.
And so yeah, that also shows that like if you have the power, if you have that knowledge, you could probably see him too, the Watcher. So, because Doctor Strange was able to see him eventually when he was strong enough.
When his
right?
power got high enough. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that maybe we'll see something like that in the future. I don't know.
Yeah, if you could become a high enough level being.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Um,
Can I mention real quick? I love that in every What If episode, Carol Danvers makes a super fucking 90s reference. Like when she saw Thor, she's like, hey, White Snake. Which is a 90s metal band.
Yeah.
And she saw Ultron. She's like, hey, Judgment Day. Or what'd she call him? Something like that. Skynet.
Yeah.
Hey, Skynet. I like it that like her brain is really in the 90s. It doesn't matter where she's at. Like she doesn't know any other references, Like I hope that's a thing in the movies. Like all the references she makes are so outdated. People are like, what?
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Yeah.
Man, and then just what else happened after that? He broke through. So fucking Watcher created the what do they call them again? The Guardians of the Multiverse.
Which is ironic. I think I mentioned before, which is ironic because Captain Britain and the Captain Britain Corps are defenders of the multiverse, and it's funny that Captain Britain was leading them.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was on purpose. I'm sure it's on purpose. Of course, it's on purpose. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, I don't know. Just that was interesting, and to see T'Challa and Killmonger together too, that was crazy. It's like, are you guys gonna talk about it? Like, do you know what happened here?
Right, and I love that they had tag team moves together. So you're like, damn, they were closer. And then you also see that nope, they still ended up being fucking enemies in a way. Like,
and then didn't Killmonger actually killed T'Challa right in his universe?
Yeah, he did, and that's why he says, "I'm not your cousin." When he says, "Cousin, what are you doing?" He's like, "I'm not your cousin," because he killed his cousin.
Yeah, true. That's true. That's
little nod to that, What an asshole, right?
Yeah. So yeah, there's that. I don't know. It was just crazy to see that collaboration happen and everything. And just like this is speculation. Like, what could they do in the future? Like, are we gonna see glimpses of this later on, like Multiverse of Madness and stuff like that?
Well, I don't know about. I do know about some things I'm not gonna say. But I'll tell you one thing I don't know about that I'm for sure is going to be a problem in the Marvel Universe. Ultron and Killmonger fucking battling for the stones and getting trapped in that little prism. Bro, that's going to be a problem one day.
You think so? Yeah.
Dude, they want to bring Michael B. Jordan back so badly. Like, they love him. That's the perfect way. Bring that little bubble. Have that little fucking gem fall into the fucking universe. And people fighting over it. And someone breaks it. And then fucking scary-ass Ultron... Killmonger. Now you got both of them out there too. Now you got more threats for the Avengers to worry about, like that would actually make sense.
That's crazy. Yeah. I wonder if that's gonna be a thing.
Yeah.
That would be a crazy threat.
I feel like for sure it's gotta be one day. Like it's a perfect way to get to bring back David Spader and fucking Michael B. Jordan,
In that universe with Ultron 1, the Vision was never born pretty much, right? Because Ultron put himself in there.
He got the cradle,
And then he made himself a suit. He's Vision in an Iron Man suit. That's pretty much what he is.
And you know why that's funny? Because he's fucking made from Tony Stark's brain pattern. Like it's so crazy, man. Like they don't miss a beat. Everything like makes sense. Like that's crazy.
I thought that was crazy too. Damn. And then also I like the way like Killmonger, like when he saw the Ultron head, he was looking at it like and he was carrying it around with him because it's vibranium, right? And that's like his thing. Like he's always looking out for vibranium and shit. Like he just had that connection with it. Did you notice that?
I didn't
No?
even think about that. You're
yeah.
right though, but he did.
Because he grabbed it and like he held on to it, like because he knew what it was.
He knows what it's made of.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even catch that, AJ. That's true.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty crazy to see. And then freaking overall, this Zola freaking being the way that they fucking stopped.
Oh, I
Ultron.
know. What the fuck?
Like that was interesting. I completely forgot that he was in the other episode. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that arrow has a virus. What's that fucking that virus again? And then you see
That's
Zola,
Zola.
come back, and then he was Krang for a second because
He was
in
in the
fucking,
stomach.
yeah.
Dude, that was definitely a Krang reference,
Yeah,
right?
right,
I
had
was
to
thinking it
be.
the whole time. I was like, that's a Krang reference for
Right.
sure. Yeah, man, that was that's crazy.
But yeah, I don't know. It was just a trippy thing just to see like all these, and then the overall too. Everything every time I see like Tony Stark die, I say this is why these didn't happen because Kang the Conqueror needed Tony to be alive to get to that point in that timeline that we end up knowing and seeing.
It's funny you make that connection. I don't know if we already talked about it, but I definitely feel like there is a connection there between the whole theory of once Kang was killed by Loki, the multiverse is split out.
Yeah.
And now that Tony Stark's dead in our world, like he dies in every world, and I don't know, I feel like maybe
Or we get to see that he had died in other worlds or something like
yeah,
that. Because there was one timeline until that moment, right? And now we're seeing those other branches.
and
But yeah, I'm just saying, like just thinking, like just how it's crazy how like we can always assume a lot of things didn't happen because King the Conqueror didn't want those things to happen because he wanted that specific time to happen that way.
yeah. And now that he's gone,
But
that's
now
not
he's
happening.
gone, yeah, now we're seeing possibilities. And then also like I'm thinking too, because I don't know, just how we have different weird versions of Thor. I'm not sure what Thor is like in the comics, but I feel like
He's not this much of a party guy.
yeah, exactly. Like not only that, but like even in the MCU, yeah, like he's still kind of a party type of dude, right?
Yeah.
And I felt like we needed a mess up Thor in the MCU to get King the Conqueror's timeline in that universe. Whereas like if he wasn't focusing on that, then we would maybe have this other Thor, you know, that exists in the comics.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was just thinking about real things like that too.
I think that's worth thinking about considering the Rick and Morty writers are writing this. That's probably exactly the way you should be thinking. You haven't seen Rick and Morty, right?
No, I haven't.
Bro, the way you're thinking is very in line with Rick and Morty. I won't
That's
say
crazy.
anything more than that, but yeah, and I definitely think that Kang dying and all these bad universes popping up in the multiverse and Tony Stark dying and now all these bad things happen. Think about all those universes went wrong after Tony Stark died.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's a connection there with him and Kang in some weird way. Like,
Okay, that's a good one too.
like,
Yeah.
So, but I don't know.
You know what, too? I'm wondering. So, the Watcher, he's been watching all these different universes happen, right? But all those universes split because King died. But before that, was he watching anything? Was he just watching that one universe the whole time? He had this one TV station the whole time until King died, and he got all these other channels now? Like,
Interesting. You know what? We only saw them watching one universe. They were all watching the same universe in Guardians of the Galaxy too.
right, yeah.
So maybe you're right. Maybe like once the multiverse split, they're like, oh, we all got shit to do, and they all went different ways, and now it's looking.
No, there are multiple Watchers too, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
We know they're out there, and we're only seeing one. So maybe once
Yeah.
these universes spread out, they were like, oh, we got a lot of shit to watch now.
Yeah.
You might be right. I didn't think about that.
No, I just thought about that right now too. Like, anyways, so yeah, just a lot of just interesting things to think about. What's next for us in Marvel though? Shang-Chi just happened. We talked about Shang-Chi because I saw that on our little title right here.
Did we
that
ever
I
talk?
erased.
Did we ever talk about the Mandarin and Scarlet Witch? The connection there.
No, I don't think so.
Let's talk about it real quick.
Yeah, real quick. Yeah.
What's next for Marvel? So I think some dark presence, some dark energy, maybe Mephisto, maybe something else, maybe Dormammu.
Mm-hmm.
Something is calling out to people trying to get power from them. Because Wing Wu, the Mandarin,
Yeah.
he was hearing his dead wife call to him.
Right.
And it wasn't really
But it was
her.
her. Yeah.
And Scarlet Witch is hearing her kids call to her.
Yeah.
And we know it can't be them. At least not the ones.
mean,
at least not the ones from her universe, because they're gone. They're not real.
It could be. We don't know.
No, they're not real. She undid them. Like it can't be. They have to be from another universe, or they have to be, a fictitious thing being called to her to manipulate her in the same way when Wu was being manipulated. So I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm just like, I feel like there's a strong connection between what's happening with Scarlet Witch and what's happening with Wen Wu.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah. So if we ever see anyone else hearing voices, we can only assume maybe that it's some demon for some other dimension calling out.
If you're hearing voices of your past loved ones to tell you to open a dark portal, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of dark portals and monsters too, I like the way that fucking Captain Carter like kind of gave like Doctor Strange that look when he saw the fucking tentacles.
When she saw what he became.
Yeah, and the tentacles came out. She's like, "Oh shit, those are the
He's
same,
that fucking thing."
That's the same tentacles I saw.
Dude, it's like he's almost become Shumagorath. It's crazy. Like
if it is Shuma,
if it maybe it is. I feel like it's got to be. I mean, he did hit one of his supers at the end where he did that rolling move. I'm like, okay. I mean, like, it's how much more, you know. I saw. I always look at those teeth that we saw in the first one. Mm-hmm. That's one of Shumagora's his heavy punch.
Okay.
He turns into a pair of jaws that fucking like chomps you and shit.
I remember that.
I'm like, damn. I don't know. It's got to be Shumagorath, man. Anyway, I don't really know. Sorry. What else do we want to see? Yeah, so what's next for Marvel? I think
we got
demonic things, bro. I think
no, as far as like actual like because like what If's done.
Oh, so, next is Hawkeye.
No, I think when's Hawkeye?
November something.
All right, isn't Eternals before that though?
Oh, you're right. So that's November also. I think okay, we're getting Hawkeye and Eternals next month.
Yeah. And then Hawkeye should last us through December, right?
Probably till Christmas Day because it seems to be a Christmas show.
Yeah.
So it'll probably end on Christmas Day.
And then we get Spider-Man
on Christmas Day too.
Huh, okay.
So Spider-Man and Hawkeye on Christmas Day.
So we got a good 2 months coming up ahead. We got Eternals, Hawkeye, and Spider-Man.
This is the most Marvel we've ever gotten.
In a while.
No.
Just period. That's true. That's true, yeah.
Bro. Like, we got 4 shows. No.
Three.
Well,
WandaVision. It's going to be 4. Yeah, it's going to be 4.
And with Hawkeye it'll be 5.
4. Well, no.
WandaVision,
Loki,
Falcon Winter Soldier. What if?
Oh, shit, you're right.
Yeah, Hawkeye's going to make 5. And, we could have gotten Miss Marvel this year, but I feel like they decided to wait. Because it's been done for months. So, like, they're waiting on
there's
purpose.
Too much right now. Let's just calm down.
Yeah, they're like,
we could take a break
we'll let
now.
them breathe. Yeah, we'll let them breathe a little bit. Yeah, I feel like that's what's happening.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Me too. It was almost too much to keep up with for once, Like,
yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that was a Marvel What If. It was really good. Okay, we got to say real quick. Their Avengers moment was fucking sick.
Yeah, their battles were cool.
Cool. That shit was wild,
I'm trying to remember what happened, but oh no, yeah. Okay.
The shields?
No, Thor was practically a hammered in dude with fucking all the fucking magical hammers spinning around.
Yeah, man, I know, bro. He was fucking hitting that fool with he's smiting that fool, bro. Yeah. He was smiting that fool hard.
He had freaking Captain Carter smiting bitches, and then fucking Thor was a hammer in with the hammers just floating around.
Oh, you're right. Captain Carter was smiting him. That's right.
But yeah, that was cool actually. I like that shit. Like as soon as I saw those hammers come out, I was like, "That's a fucking Hammerden.
Right?
That's a Hammerden fucking the MCU." That was cool. That battles were crazy. And then the other Black Widow coming out of nowhere too. I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. So
yeah, I really didn't expect that, but that makes sense. So I was like, oh yeah, her universe didn't get tapped, and he was there. You're like, okay, man, fucking T'Challa was doing a lot of badass shit for just being Star-Lord. I was like, that was pretty cool. I like when he stole the Soul Stone.
Yeah, that was pretty slick.
How was he able to hold the Soul Stone?
That's a good point too. How was Killmonger able to hold all the freaking Infinity Stones for that moment too?
True.
But you know what I'm wondering too? What if Vibranium was able to like neutralize that power somehow? Because he had Vibranium. Tony Stark didn't have any Vibranium. I don't think that Gauntlet's made out of Vibranium.
No, it's not. He made it out of Stark Tech.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you're right. So, Vibranium might have saved him from. Oh.
If the gems work in that same way in that universe, though, because they also mentioned, these gems are not from our universe, therefore we can't destroy it the same way or something.
Yeah, I was like, what?
That's a good point.
I was like,
that makes sense.
I was like, I guess that makes sense. Yeah. I was like, yeah, things don't always fit into the same. Just because it's a car doesn't mean you can put every fucking carburetor into it. Right?
Yeah, so exactly.
That makes sense. Okay.
So that's something. And then what? At the very end of that, like we got to see freaking the what they call it, the Hydra Stomper suit with supposedly Steve Rogers in it. Like, what does that mean?
I'll tell you what I think it might mean. Because we're in the Winter Soldier, I think they might have done that Bucky shit to him at some point.
To him instead.
Well, damn. I think it's because they said someone's inside.
Yeah.
It's got to be Steve. I think someone did some Bucky shit to him.
So they put him on ice too. So he's the Bucky of that universe for Carter.
And I feel like he's gonna come out fighting her And maybe that'd be a whole story, a whole fucking story right there.
And that's still like Civil War, Iron Man versus Cap.
Yep, the whole thing could still happen in a different way now.
Yeah.
So that's just my theory on that. Because otherwise, how can he be alive?
Yeah.
He can't be. Like, he has to be like the Winter Soldier, like where they made him like a fucked up super soldier that can't age,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, that's got to be what's happening in my mind.
Which is weird that they would have captured him. He's like some weakling little dude. It's like, why would Hydra be interested in getting him?
Maybe because he was
him.
Maybe because he was the pilot of that thing.
Maybe.
Why
did they take Howard?
Well, they took him. Remember, they did take Steve too originally when they took the Hydra Stomper. They didn't have to take Steve also, but they also took Steve. Remember, they had him chained up near the Hydra Stomper.
Yeah.
So clearly, they were going to keep him. I think they were about to experiment on him there, but she saved him. But since she went through that portal, who knows what happened afterwards? Like, maybe they grabbed him, maybe all Hydra's guys came through and grabbed Steve right there,
Yeah, okay, that's where that ended. That's right.
Yeah, for all we know, we don't know what happened to them afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
So,
anyways, I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
Star Wars Visions?
Star Wars Visions. All right, spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen Star Wars Visions, because we're going to talk about it right now. We're going to talk about spoilers.
Don't get this confused with WandaVisions, though.
Star Wars.
No relation.
No relation. All visions, though. All right, Star Wars Visions. What do you think overall as a project?
It was good. It was crazy. Again, just multiple different stories. Like, what the fuck you doing, Star Wars? Why couldn't you do some of these right?
Right.
A lot of them were really good. There's some like, that's interesting. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I felt the same way. There's a couple that I was like,
a couple I was like, yeah, okay. But there's someone like, whoa, like, why haven't they ever thought of this before?
Right.
Like the samurai shit. Like that first episode was pretty dope.
Oh my god, that first one was so good.
Yeah.
And then just the fact that he was a fucking Sith. I was like, you motherfucker.
Now, not until this series, I never understood the coloring of lightsabers.
Really?
I never knew that red always meant you were a Sith.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, because Sith. Here's the backstory that they don't. That's not in the movie, sadly. Is the Sith make their kyber crystals bleed? They put so much force energy into it that they make it bleed on purpose.
That's
because
crazy.
they think it releases a little more power, and that's why there's a red, because the crystal's bleeding.
I see.
So they could have a red, green, yellow. We don't know what blue, green, yellow. We don't know which color they normally have. Purple. But we know that all the Sith make their kyber crystals bleed based on their aggressive force energy.
Yeah.
So we know that's why the reds are reds. Jedi just supposedly find whatever crystal they find, and that's their color.
Yeah, it becomes a color. Yeah.
Yeah. But they still say that certain colors are found by certain Jedi on fate, like it's supposed to be, because blue is a certain type of person, green's a certain type of person, purple's a certain type of person. Supposedly purple people are okay with some dark side things. Like, they're kind of more accepting of the dark side in some, not like they're gonna join it, but they study it, or they in some way they kind of like get it, like Mace Windu.
Yeah.
He had this power called Vopad, where he could channel the dark side and use the force of a dark side user.
Wow.
Without actually becoming one with the dark side.
Yeah.
And that's fucking crazy. And you're not really supposed to fuck with shit like that.
Okay, that's cool. I didn't know about this shit, about the colors.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. But yeah, so I kind of learned about that, seeing that, and then seeing like when that one samurai dude in that first episode pull out the red, and it's like, oh, you're a Sith. I was like, oh shit, I never knew red meant Sith. Like, well, that kind of blew my mind for a second. But that was cool. We got to see Mitsurugi versus Setsuka in the first episode.
It's true.
Second episode was wild. The rock band episode, right?
I say my anime self was cool with it, and then my Star Wars self was like, why do we do this?
Yeah.
But I get it though, because like, I don't know if you noticed, there's a timing for all of them within the trilogies, an actual timing.
I was wondering that too. I'm like, is this taking place at a certain time too?
They are. So you'll see he was running from people, and you could hear blaster fires, and you see droid machines, like fighting droids, dead on the floor at one point.
Okay.
So that means this happens after Order 66, when Palpatine said kill all the Jedi, and all the robots and all the fucking stormtroopers started shooting all the Jedi.
Yeah.
He got away.
Yeah.
And that's why he decided to be a rock musician instead of a fucking Jedi.
He was a Jedi. That's cool.
Yeah, and then it was parallel with Jabba the Hutt's son, who didn't want to fucking become a gangster, like him. Also, that one
does he actually have a son, or is that just for the
he
story?
He does have a son. Yeah.
Okay, that was
you
cool.
actually see him in episode 1.
Oh, really?
He's with him at the tournament, the race
I don't
tournament.
remember.
He's little.
Yeah.
Other thing. The bride.
Usually I skip episode 1 when I rewatch Star Wars. So.
Right. The Village Bride, the one with that one chick that was a Jedi, and the guy kept trying to like tell her like, yeah, these guys really need help in this village. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and she's like, no, I'm not gonna do it. She was a runner from Order 66. That's why she didn't want to use her powers, because she didn't want to reveal her Jedihood.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, that one with the twins happens around right before episode 7.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. I kind of felt like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a weird one. I kind of liked it, but it was kind of weird.
I felt the same way, but someone told me on rewatch you like it more and more.
Yeah.
But I haven't watched it again yet. But I felt the same way as you. I was like, I like this, but I feel really weird
like,
about
I feel like
this.
they're like taking some liberties here with the science here, like with being
all
in
science?
space and all that. Yeah. And I love the freaking light speed thing, but I was like, how are you gonna get caught in light speed? Like that would
kill him,
right?
He would get shattered, like he'd be disintegrated instantly.
Exactly.
And let alone your little lightsaber beam. I don't know if that shit would be able to take the fucking light speed power. You know, it just might melt away. Like,
oh man, I don't know. Yeah, that was a weird one. I was like, cause that really works. That's fucking dope. If you can like prove to me that it works in a little bit,
explain it to me.
Just give me a little bit like hint that you did some science behind this shit.
And after all those humans jumping around in space, who has a fucking helmet? The droid has an air helmet, and you're like, what? So that's. I feel like that was almost them telling us we're definitely fucking with you right now. You know, like we don't care at all. You know.
Oh, man.
Okay, but what was your favorite episode?
That first one was good. That one with what was it, the 7 or 8 freaking
The Ninth Jedi.
Yeah, the Ninth Jedi.
That's
one.
my favorite one.
That was dope because that twist they had in it. Like in the beginning, it's like, okay, we had two different things going on. They're like, oh, they're gonna connect. That's cool. Oh, they're all Jedi. That's gonna be weird. Like, what's going on? Then all of a sudden, I fucking just turn around. I was like,
Sith.
whoa.
Oh my god! I was like, you guys got me with that. I was like, I didn't expect that at all.
That was dope. That was a cool one. And I again with lightsabers and colors and shit. With that one girl picked up the lightsaber, it was like a faint like light. I was like, oh wow, this like she doesn't have her power yet or something. But the fact that something's coming out like just shows you there's a possibility there. Like that's pretty dope.
Dude, and something they never do in the movies, you can adjust the size based on your height and fighting
never
style.
Do that too, yeah.
Genius. Now, to be fair, that has happened in the books before. That's the thing. People can adjust their lightsabers. Some people can.
That's cool.
But the movies never touched it. And, like, you know, they just say Yoda has a little lightsaber. And you're like, okay. You know, that's fine. But it's crazy to know that, you know, like, it makes sense. You could adjust it because you want a longer blade or you want a shorter blade. That was dope. I really like the reference to Return of the Jedi, the speeder bike scene. How she jumped off of it like Luke and fucking started fucking countering the shots.
Yeah, they did a lot of shit like that then, like in a lot of the episodes too.
Yeah.
Like little references like that.
And did you notice she was getting more color on her blade as the episode went on? Because after that speeder bike fight, her shit was blue a little bit. Or greenish a little bit, sorry.
I didn't notice that, but that's cool.
Yeah. It's a good one. The Ninth Jedi was probably my favorite one too.
The one with the bunny, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, the bunny one was good. I didn't think it was gonna be. Like when it started up, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
And as it kept going, I was like, "This is dope." I'm like really into this story, you know?
Yeah. So that was cool.
You know which one's growing more on me the more I think about it? Which I didn't like it at all the first time I saw it. Not at all, but I didn't like it that much the first time I saw it.
The Rock Band one?
No. The last one.
I don't remember the last one. What's the last one again?
Last one is about the guy who was a Jedi and he left the kingdom of the Lord he was serving. And then the kingdom got overrun by someone who turned to the dark side. So he had to go back, and he met the princess of the friend that he left. And then he went back to go save that princess. And he kept having visions that he was gonna kill her. You don't remember that? The very last one?
I can't remember that. I don't know why.
Oh man, you should watch it again. It was because the more I think about it, the more I like it. Because when I watched it first, I was like, that's the one you ended it with. I was like, that was kind of weak. I was like, that was kind of whack. I don't know. But I kept thinking about it.
That's probably why I don't remember it, because I probably felt the same way. Like, yeah, that was the last one. Okay.
Well, it was real cool because it had a lot of Anakin parallels. And I felt like it was slowly telling you the story of Anakin. Like, he saw her dying and that he was going to kill her. And he's like, no way. I was like, I can't kill her. You know what? I see her. I'm going to go with her and defend her and protect her. That way I'll never kill her. And then, like, that put him in the scenario to fucking kill her. And, like, it was just crazy. I don't know. I thought it was really good the more I thought about it.
Yeah.
So
I had to go see it again because I don't remember a damn thing about that episode. I don't know why.
Also, it's funny. There's 9 episodes, and there's 9 episodes of Star Wars.
Oh.
I don't know if that was on purpose or not.
Interesting, yeah. Hope they do more of those, though. Or at least I hope if there comes a new trilogy that they freaking learn from this shit. Like,
because, dude, the girl from the Ninth Jedi was basically just as out of nowhere as Ray.
Yeah.
But I liked her so much more.
Right.
I was like, that you guys fucked up, man. Like,
That whole episode could have been maybe a
Episode
movie.
7.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
on its own. That would have been dope.
I would have been down with that, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, so many of those were so good.
Yeah.
Like I said, hopefully they all learn from that. All right. Anything else we got to talk about spoiler wise?
I think that's it for the spoilers.
All
Shall
right.
we now jump into the news?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
This is the news.
Let's do it.
The news.
What? Let's get it.
And then there was one. No. So, in news, should I start it off with something?
Start it off, AJ.
All right, I want to talk about the big one that just happened, and then I'll go back to like other shit that's happened throughout the last couple of weeks that I picked up on. But we got our announcement. So there wasn't a Nintendo Direct a couple of weeks ago, and I was hoping that we would have an episode before it is actually revealed. But they told us, okay, we're gonna have our last character reveal October 5th. And I was hoping we could get an episode in before that, but we didn't. So we can all make our own predictions. But we got our like.
You already knew my prediction before.
What was your prediction? Sure.
Waluigi, bro.
You're still
I was like,
Waluigi?
that's what I was. It's not that I was thinking for sure it was gonna be. I knew there was a strong chance it wouldn't be, but I was just hoping because I was like, bro, he doesn't make sense to not be here.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys have Bayonetta in Super Smash Brothers and not Waluigi. I'm like, he's part of the Mario family. He's been in all the games now. Tennis, Strikers, like.
You know what I realized
What's that?
is that aside from Sonic, I suppose, and then correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm probably wrong, but have I ever played a third-party character in Smash? I think I played Snake for a bit. I did do that.
Snake. But other than him.
Have you played any third-party characters? Like, try to be serious, any other non-Nintendo character in Smash?
Oh shit. I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, we haven't done the podcast in so long that I forgot to hit the record button. We're live, but just haven't been recording. But I'll go back and clip this out of Twitch.
Okay. I didn't know if you could do that. I was like, oh
I
no.
I knew
Okay.
something felt weird.
That's funny.
But yeah, so with that in mind, I was really hoping for an actual Nintendo character because here's my mindset right now with all these fucking characters and why I feel like I'm not like I don't want any more third-party characters in Smash. It's because when the next Smash comes out, there's a very slim chance we're gonna get those third-party characters back, right?
Yes, it's almost impossible we're gonna get even half of them back.
Yeah, exactly. We got lucky this time that they brought everyone back. That was cool.
And Nintendo did a lot of deals, it seems, to get a lot of these characters.
Yeah.
Especially you can tell because they took so long to come out.
Mm-hmm.
So these characters are probably not coming back. Maybe a couple, Maybe like
I think the Sonic will come back because the Sega Nintendo connection is really strong right
it's
now.
strong, yeah.
So I feel like Sonic is almost
I feel like Ryu's gonna come back because I think that worked for Street Fighter. I feel like their brand. I hate to say it, but I feel like Ryu has become even more prominent because of Smash Brothers. So I feel like he's gonna come back. Even
I
though
don't know.
I don't
know about that one.
I feel like
I
I
feel
feel like I
like-
see him in things now from Smash Brothers that I wouldn't see.
If anything, I feel like Pac-Man and maybe Kazuya will come back because that Namco. If they go Namco Bandai Namco Namco
Namdai,
again,
yeah.
yeah. If they have that connection again where they're part of the creation of the game, then yeah, maybe we'll get those characters back.
But like Solid Snake, like
Yeah, like
fucking
Snake and Bayonetta, maybe. Well, that's Sega.
I don't know, man.
No,
Yeah.
Bayonetta's Sega.
So Bayonetta is Sega, but I don't think that like that game will continue to align themselves with Smash Brothers. I don't know that for
maybe.
sure. I mean, that's just my because it's a very adult game. I don't want to say too much about,
I need a list of the Smash characters so we can figure out who we can.
but I mean,
talk
definitely
about.
not like Fatal Fury. Like we're probably not gonna
Yeah,
get like
exactly.
I would imagine we're not getting him back. The damn thing I'm hoping is not gonna happen is we don't keep getting all these fucking, Jesus, what is that game called?
Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem characters, bro. I hope
Joker, Hero, Terry.
it's like Sephiroth. No
Yeah,
way, we're keeping
Sephiroth.
Sephiroth. No way.
Yeah, fucking Boom Blocks, not Boom Blocks. I'm sorry, T. Not to put salt in the wound, but what's his name? Fucking Minecraft. Full here. Yeah, like I feel like a lot of these characters we probably won't see again in the future.
Agreed. I really don't think so.
Yeah, the Fire Emblem ones, yeah, of course. Like we'll see all these motherfuckers, except for Snake there.
Yeah, probably not Snake.
Yeah.
Everyone else will probably
everyone's
stay.
cool. Yeah.
Shulk, I mean,
Shulk,
I don't know if
maybe.
I don't know if he'll stay.
Maybe, but probably not.
Bayonetta, like we already said, maybe not.
Yeah, Simon and Richter.
Maybe not them.
Maybe not. Yeah.
But everybody else is probably gonna stay. I really hope Reed.
Like in a future Smash. So this is why, like, I was hoping that the last character we get wouldn't be a third party character. Yeah.
Right.
Because
Well, who did you think or hope it was gonna be before we found out?
I heard people say Sakurai.
Yo, bro, I would have loved it to be Sakurai.
That would have been dope.
I would have been like, man, I would not be so mad about Waluigi if it would have been fucking Sakurai. I would have gotten over it real quick. You know, you're like, all right, I'm happy.
Like Sakurai,
I would have mained him even if he sucked. You know what I mean? Like,
like Sakurai would have been cool. People were saying Doom guy, and I kind of thought that would be a thing because the Doom people have been like doing random memes like once in a while. And like they've been talking to Isabel like on Twitter and stuff like that. So I thought maybe that would have been it. And my other like hope really was like either Waluigi, what I really thought though, or just a Golden Sun character. Not Isaac because he's already a trophy, but just one of the other characters would have been cool. That's what I was kind of thinking. Well, I know I thought of something else that would have been kind of cool. What's his name? The wizard, Kamek.
oh,
from Mario.
yeah, he would have been a good one.
Like I thought maybe that would have been cool.
from Mario World, right?
Yeah, exactly. But nope. Master Hand, Carlos says. What about Master Hand? That would have been cool. I kind of thought that for a second, but you know what I thought? That they would show us a trailer like, oh, Master Hand's coming in, but then it zooms out and it was gonna be Sakurai's hands, and that's what I was thinking was gonna happen.
Great.
That would have been cool. But no, we got.
You know what I would have even been down with Birdo, bro. We haven't got.
Yeah.
Like, Birdo would have been good. Yeah.
Birdo's a gray area though, just because that's a not actual like Mario character. It just happened to be, and it kind of got adopted.
Oh, then
because
never mind.
Because Mario 2 is based off a different game called like Doki Doki Panic, and they just put Mario and Peach and Mario characters over it. And so Shy Guys, Birdo, and all those other enemies are not original Mario characters. They're technically from that other series that just kind of became adopted somehow
Really?
into the series. Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that, AJ. That's wild.
Yeah.
You know
that's why I feel like we don't see like those characters too often. Like Wart, never seen that motherfucker, but that would have been a cool character.
Oh yeah,
as
King
the
Wart.
last one.
King
Yeah.
Wart would have been great. You know what else would have been? The Koopa Kids as one character.
But they're already in the game though.
Oh, they are in the
They're
game.
baby Bowser's.
Oh, you're right. I forgot
swaps.
about that. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
but
That would have been cool if they were one character. Imagine like they kept switching out, or
I thought
all
about
of them
them
were
too
gang.
for a second. I was like, no, they're already in the game. They can't do that shit.
No, you're right. That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. But anyway, without any further ado, the last character that was actually added was, which I kind of dreaded this because I heard someone say it and I was like,
Yeah, I heard the rumors for it too.
and I was like, no. Again, I hate it because it fit in my head too, and I was like, oh, it better not be him. Sora,
From Kingdom Hearts,
Kingdom Hearts, Sora.
which is dope. I'm not.
I would have even been down for Sora from Digimon, you know? No, I'm just playing.
Oh wait, I was gonna go with my joke. My bad. Let's start it over. And the
Okay.
character that came out was the another Fire Emblem character, dude. Like what the fuck? Another sword character?
Yo, I knew for sure. I was like, tell me they're not going to end on Fire Emblem. The whole time I was waiting for them to tell me they're not going to end on Fire Emblem, these motherfuckers.
And then another one I heard too is like, oh look, it was a picture of Sonic hanging out with Sora. He's like, oh Chris, I'm glad you can make it to the Smash Brothers. From Chris from Sonic X.
Yeah, oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah, Sora. You know the biggest burn about this? Not only is it Sora, we didn't get to see any gameplay.
There might have been. I'm not sure. I
Wasn't
think
it just him flying around that weak ass fucking?
the trailer. They got us the trailer, but like if you watch the whole direct or that the whole Smash event, Sakurai was there talking about him and showed some gameplay and all that.
Oh,
And actually had some
cue
some
it up.
fights.
I want to see a little.
Oh, you want to see a little?
Just mute it.
I'm not even sure where it is. I'll tell you if I
There's
can find it real quick.
right here.
No, I think this is all the trailer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's just the same trailer.
Oh shit, you're right. You're right. There's images. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
there's a lot of images. You get to see Sephiroth versus Sora again. Did that happen in the original game?
I think it did actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's her character. Be happy with it. I heard a lot of people are like okay with it. Like there's like people are like expecting to be like a bunch of like ragers like on Twitter, but it's been kind of.
He fits.
alright.
I'm not really that mad. He fits. I just don't. I wanted fucking Waluigi. He's part of the Mario family. It doesn't make sense he's not in here, you know?
Yeah.
But okay, that's fine.
But yeah, the crazy thing is that people are pointing out is like that he's Nintendo. I mean, he's not Nintendo. He's Disney. How much money did Nintendo have to pay to get a Disney character in a game?
Shit.
Like, people are saying, like, how much did they pay for the Mickey emblem at the end of the fucking key?
Damn.
The keyblade.
Just to have that there.
Yeah, just to have that
you know
there.
they charge for that shit.
And because they had to pay so much money for it, they had to make sure they fucking zoom in on it in that trailer too, man.
Yeah, they definitely did. I
We
saw
paid
that.
for this shit. We're gonna milk it as much as we're able to
That's
or allowed to.
Fucking funny.
Oh
know-
man.
You know, I will say the one thing I am happy about as far as the lineup's been that we got, that I was kind of mad we weren't getting sooner. Banjo-Kazooie. So I'm just happy they did Banjo-Kazooie. Oh shit. Wait a minute. What? What the fuck
What
is
the
going
fuck?
on?
Okay, 2 times I was like, okay, but three
Three
times.
times, and then he still had a spot and a B too. Yo.
What the fuck?
Oh, you can combine it with midair jumps.
This
That's
is some
him-
bullshit.
Yo, that's him when he
Stop
does.
it.
That's when he attacks forward A. So he adds his jump with it. So that's like, that's weird. That's weak, man.
Okay, so he shouldn't have some problems coming back then. That's fine. That's a cool move.
No, see, no, that's too much, man. Yo, what the fuck? Are you serious? He can up B and then do that,
He could go for it twice,
Oh
by the
my
way. He went for
God.
it twice right there, too.
bro.
All
But you know what? I will say right now, I feel like Martha will fuck him up. that up tilt up A.
You know what, too? Like, thinking about it, too, it's kind of slow.
It's kind of you can smack him out of
Yeah,
it.
you can smack him out of it. There's pauses in there, too. You can probably predict it in a way a little bit.
Yeah, but that's still gonna be a bitch. Like if I can see like trying to get back from the ring against him is gonna be a bitch. Like you know what I mean? Like his best thing is gonna be edge defending. I feel like I feel like he's just gonna try to bully you to the edge so he can edge defend you.
Yeah, there's that fucking shot right there. Oh
funny.
man! So just in this this final direct what is it even called? Super Smash
Nintendo
Ultimate
Direct.
battling with
Nintendo-
Sora. This wasn't really I guess it was a Smash Direct. I guess is what it's called. Anyways, one of the crazy stats that Sakurai went over in this video. I didn't watch it, but I got these stats offline. 89 characters in total in this game. If you split them separately, I think there's 80 actual choosable characters on the field. But if you include separating the Pokemon, Ivysaur, Squirtle, Charizard, separating probably all the Koopalings, 89 characters that are playable in the game. How many fucking games have 89 characters?
That's true.
Also,
Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
maybe 116 stages in Smash.
Jesus.
340 if you count the Omegas. 150 Mii costume, like the Mii fighter costume, 150 of those. 201 items in this game.
201 items, really?
Items in this game, yeah. I'm wondering how if they're separating those out too in some way. Also, over 11.
Oh, AJ, I fucked up. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish what you're saying first.
Over 1,100 songs in this game.
No.
Yeah,
There's over 1,000 songs in this
over
game?
1,000 songs in this game. 450 games represented throughout the whole thing, including the different outfits and maybe the sticker things you do. All that. There's 450 different games in Smash Brothers represented in some way. And then overall, it just seeing any glimpse of any characters in the game, 2,200 different characters in this game. Not playable, but just on the side somewhere, maybe trophies, maybe stickers and all that.
Yeah.
So this is just a big fucking massive game that just had so much in it. Just someone was calling a whole museum of games, which is kind of an interesting way to kind of think about it too.
You know what?
And this is the last. There's no more updates for this game after this.
That's good, man. Honestly, it becoming that museum of games you're talking about is honestly what turned me off of it.
Yeah.
I hate to say that because you know me, man. We started this podcast. If anyone's ever been watching this podcast, Smash Brothers is my fucking game. I love Smash Brothers, but as this Smash Brothers has been out, I slowly went from the most interested I've been in Smash since Melee to less than fucking Brawl as time has gone on. I just have less and less interest because it's just so cluttered. Just so much shit going on, so many characters, and I'm like, so many new characters, so many new moves I've never seen, so many people that are not Nintendo, and then I'm like, it was just too much for me. Maybe I'm too much of a purist, or maybe too old school. I don't know, but it's
probably
just a
that.
little, maybe it's that too. You know, I'm just old.
I mean,
But-
I like that we got all these characters. It's cool to see all these collaborations, different characters, and actually fight them, and I like that.
See, to me, man, Tekken. Once we got Tekken and fucking
But there's
King
a
of
lot.
Fighters involved, I'm like Tekken.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man.
I
don't
like
know.
that's cool, but like at the same time, it's like, do we really need it in this game though?
You
And
don't.
again, back to my original like point earlier is like, these third-party characters, are they gonna last? Are we gonna see them in the future? Should I spend my time learning this character now, so in the future, like I can have some type of back catalog of knowledge from this character, or is that gonna be just all thrown away and I gotta learn something brand new in the future?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why I stick
And-
to Yoshi.
And I think the other thing about it too, man, is just that how can I put it? It's just that the thing I liked about Smash is that it's so different and unique from every other fighting game, yet it is still a fighting game,
Yeah.
And by putting everybody in it, like I feel like it kind of like took that away, because now all of a sudden Ryu is in this, and now you do have these fighting game people from the standard fighting game field. That's kind of why I play Smash, is because it's a little different, because it's
Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of what I've been thinking about with it, but I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, that's our last character. That's what we think of it. He comes out the 18th. And so if you have the last season pass, you'll just get him. So, I'll just get him. I probably should go ahead and just buy that season 1 pass so I can have all the characters finally. Oh, yeah. We did play some Smash. Were you here with us that day? I don't think.
Oh
you were.
yeah, no, I played
Okay,
with
so
you
Smash-
guys. That's right.
I did try the Pyra Mithra, that last character that came out. She's pretty cool. I actually like her.
I didn't play with you when you were
No?
playing
Oh,
it. That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, no, I was fucking around with her. Me and Edwin was here. Tech Skater was here.
Yeah.
We were playing some Smash with
Tech
Wags.
Skater return for some battles.
Yeah. And yeah, we're playing a lot of Smash, and it was just we're just plucking around some of the characters that we never played with before, and she was the one that like kind of was super interesting. Anyways, just thought I'd throw it out there too, because that was something else I did. Anyway, any last comments about Sora being in Smash?
I want to say I hate it, but I don't even hate it. I just don't.
Yeah.
I just don't like it.
I don't
But-
hate it. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Now I'm not mad. I'm just kind of like, But I'm sure he's gonna be a fun, cool character. That's the other thing. They're all fun, cool characters.
Yeah.
But none of them really make me want to play them.
Yeah.
But okay. I guess we'll see what happens from here.
Yo, I was fucking with Kazuya, man. Kazuya's fucking crazy, man. Kazuya's
yeah?
strong, yeah. And Smash, it was.
I have kind of a silent interest in him, but I haven't tried him yet.
Yeah, like I just to fuck around. I was playing with it. I was like, oh shit, he's fucking kind of crazy. And the 10-hit combo, super simple. Just smash A, right? I was mashing it slowly at the beginning though, because I was like kind of timing it like I would in Tekken.
Yeah.
And like people were escaping out of it. I was like, wait, can I do this faster so people wouldn't escape? And I was just smashing that shit fucking crazy. He did it faster, and then people couldn't escape out of it. I was like, oh, okay, that's
Ooh.
interesting. So I don't know.
Interesting.
It was fun. Anyways, that's Sora. That's Smash.
All right. I actually sent you a new email if you can look at it real quick.
Yeah.
So there's a popular Batman webtoon. Oh no, real quick. What I was gonna tell you about
Everything you tell me, yeah.
Star Wars Visions.
Yeah.
So the head producer from Japan about it, and as well, and it was confirmed by the American producer too, said you could see some of these Visions characters show up in live action projects going forward.
Oh,
Can you imagine, bro?
that's crazy.
We saw that fool from the first one, the Jedi Hunter, show
yeah,
up.
that'd be dope.
That'd be so fucking sick.
Or any of that from the ninth Jedi thing. Any of those.
Yeah,
would be
dude,
cool.
dude. Even just the rock band playing in the background of an episode of Mandalorian would make me go nuts.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Even just seeing them there, I don't care if I didn't love the episode. Just seeing them there would be like, oh, what the
They
fuck?
had like a van or something, right? And you seen their van just drive by
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
background.
yeah.
That'd be funny.
Little things like but they made it sound like it was kind of gonna be on a bigger scale. But they did say you have a really good chance of seeing these guys show up in live action stuff.
We'll see.
And that would be so cool. The other cool thing I was gonna tell you is it seems to be unanimous around everybody. Everyone loves the Ninth Jedi episode the most.
Yeah.
It has the most watches on Disney Plus. So I hope that if we were to get more stuff from this somewhere, it would be that.
Yeah.
And I heard they're considering a season 2. So
They could do that, yeah.
in different
That'd be dope.
studios,
Yeah.
Anyway,
Or maybe focus on one of them. Maybe the next
I would
Vision,
love that.
they'll just focus on one, maybe two different
See,
studios.
I'm trying not to think
and
of-
have like maybe 3 episode like arcs.
Bro, I'm trying not to think about that concept because that's actually what I want.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid that's not what's gonna happen, so I'm trying not to think about that possibility. But I agree with you, dude. I could watch a whole season of the Ninth Jedi or even the first guy.
Or like just expand it. Like don't even give us like a season. Just like I said, just maybe 3 episode arcs, and then another studio does another 3 episode arc. And
Oh,
another
yeah, that'd be cool.
And then maybe at the end they all meet each other. Like
Oh my god, like some what if shit. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that'd be cool. Anyway, okay, other things. So Wayne Family Adventures is a webtoon comic, kind of made for like kids and adults. But you know, it's about like Batman fucking taking a break and all the other ones taking over and protecting Gotham. You know, Robin, Nightwing, you know, Cassandra Cain as Batgirl, you know, Batwing, all of them. They just kind of take over and protect Gotham for him. Kind of played for laughs and whatnot, but it's being greenlit for a live action adaptation.
live action. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get a live action version of this, which is crazy that there's so many live action versions of Batman going on right now when DC was like fighting that for years, bro. For years they wouldn't let there be more than one live action Batman at a time, which is why you never see him in any of the DC shows. They don't want you to have a live action Batman out there. But now we have the Titans Batman, we have Ben Affleck, we have Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
And then we also have whoever's gonna play Batman in this fucking thing. Like we got like 5 Batmans right now. I'm like, oh, and then what's his name's coming back? Michael Keaton's coming back, right? We have fucking 5 Batmans right now. So I'm like, it's interesting that they're okay with all these different live action iterations.
If you're
of
listening
him.
to the show, I'm just shaking my head this whole time. Man.
Yeah, AJ doesn't like it. AJ doesn't like it. But yeah,
DC's all over the place.
they really are, man. They really are. I wish they could just get it together, but you know. But yeah, so I mean, I found this is very interesting. They're gonna make another live action thing. It's gonna be specifically streamed off of YouTube. But you know, Warner Brothers is behind this. They're working with this. It's just weird, man. It's just weird. It's a 3-part miniseries of shorts that will premiere mid-October. Oh, what? It's gonna come out in a couple weeks. Weird. Okay.
DC is like that, you know, drunk uncle or cousin, whatever. You know, that family member you have that's, you know, just down on life and they're trying to get cleaned up. You know, they're trying to, you know, go clean and stuff. And they just fuck up one time. You're like, I had hope for you, and she's just doing this shit all over again, man. Like, you gotta stop. Just stop, man. Just gotta focus, man.
Oh man. That's fucking funny.
But okay, we'll see what they do with this
Yeah.
other live action Batman DC shit.
So other really quick thing. Marvel announced Blade's coming out 2022 in October.
What?
Marvel announced that Blade's coming out 2022 in
Blades?
October.
What's
Blade?
Oh, Blade. Well, Marvel. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a company, right? That
yeah.
that used to make comics and now they only make movies.
What the fuck?
And,
I thought DC was the only one doing that shit right now.
Right?
Okay, Blade's coming out. When you said again? October? Next year?
Next year.
Okay.
This
It's supposed
makes-
to be a TV show, right?
No, it's gonna be a movie.
Oh, it's a movie. That's right. Oh.
But we had previously heard from Kevin Feige that Blade was gonna be part of Phase 5, which is, I guess that's not true. Also, this makes 7 Marvel movies next year.
Cool.
The fuck? Is that possible?
Fuck it, dude. Just take it.
That's crazy. I mean, I'm not mad. That's a surprise. I was like, wow, Blade next year.
Do it. Okay.
All right, so yeah,
I'm
so
down.
I'm hoping this means this horror shit I was saying
hope
with
they
the
do it.
Wen Wu and Scarlet Witch, you know, is leading to this because, you know, Blade's one of the fools that fights the darkness, you know? like, so-
Darkness, everybody. Yeah.
Darkness! And, you know, Midnight Suns, man. Doctor Strange's team. That's his boys. Blade's part of them, you know? Anyway. Yes, he doesn't fuck with the Avengers, man. Midnight Suns. That's his crew.
All right. Yeah. Let's see if they do something like that. I mean, October sounds cool for, like, you know, the Halloween season and all that next year.
I think that's probably
That
why.
sounds dope.
Yeah.
Let's hope they stick to it and let's get that. That sounds dope.
We shall soon
I
see.
can't be mad at that. Let me give you some quick stories right here real quick too. For one, Haley Atwell, aka Captain Carter, right? Homegirl here.
Yeah.
Turns out she's casted to voice Lara Croft in the next Tomb Raider anime that's coming out. I think it's for Netflix or some
I'm
shit.
glad you caught this because I meant to talk about this and I forgot about this news.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I was actually hoping she'd just be. When I first read this news, I was hoping she would just be Lara Croft, like live action.
Oh,
Because she's fucking great.
I could see that.
Yeah,
I could see that. Yeah.
And she's British.
Yeah.
You know, like she could do it. She could do it, and she does action shit.
Yeah.
And
That'd be cool too.
but I don't mind her voicing it. I love her voice.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with that.
And it's an animated Tomb Raider too, so that's cool. And then this one, it's supposed to be just like a new adaptation. It's not gonna have any connection to any of the other shit, I don't think. But yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I'm down to fucking see that when that comes out. Maybe I'll play the game. Maybe I should just watch the movie. I'm never gonna play the game, huh? Just be real with myself, huh?
By the way, we didn't mention about Marvel What If, but I didn't know I needed gal pals until I saw Scarlet
Scarlet and
Black Widow
Black
and
Widow,
and
Scarlet Johansson.
yeah, I know. I always fuck that
I
up.
know you should talk about too, but I didn't catch what you were saying.
Black Widow and Captain Carter.
Yeah.
I was like, I never knew I needed gal pals in the MCU till then. I'm like, man, we do need more of this. This is fucking ridiculous. That
yeah.
we haven't had more of this till now. Like
That's true.
Anyway.
I lived all my life with the thought that women just hate each other no matter what. But that made me kind of think a little bit differently right there.
See, educate us, Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another quick story, if I may, real quick.
Yeah, please.
That also came out a couple weeks ago. Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, the fighting game, right? Season 4 announced.
Oh, shit, I forgot about this. The Black Ranger, Adam as
Park,
a Ninja Ranger.
As the Ninja Ranger, like in the movie.
I know, man. I was so mad that I didn't. I'm mad that I didn't bring this up. I meant to tell you about it. This is fucking wild, right?
On it. So yeah, that sounds dope. It makes me
Dude,
excited.
his fighting style is so
what
sick.
What the fuck is this? Scorpina's like, of course, is there like from last season, which I forgot about, which I want to go check out.
What the fuck is that? The crazy ass ninja techniques he's got, man.
Yeah, right.
That's a wild boy.
Oh, that looks fucking sick. I haven't seen the trailer yet.
Oh,
dude.
You haven't seen the trailer?
No, I haven't seen the trailer yet.
Oh,
Dude, he fucking has freaking the C groove or something.
A groove. Yeah. He's creating his own combo.
What the fuck? That shit don't stop. Calm down already.
Look, he multiplied himself.
That's dope. Yeah, the frog
and I like
style,
that he's.
yeah.
I like that he's straight up Adam. Like he looks like Adam too.
Yeah.
Whoa! Who the fuck is this guy? Oh, I know this guy. I've seen him before.
He's a skin for somebody though.
Oh, okay, weak. Never mind. But he's like the commander of one of the Power Rangers.
This is a new
right?
character though. I don't have.
No, that's
clue.
Psycho Ranger Pink. That's Psycho Ranger Pink when she turns into her monster form.
Oh, okay. I had no idea. Well, yeah.
Hold on.
Poisandra is her name.
Wait, what?
And then Rita is coming soon.
What?
Yeah, we don't have Rita yet. And so that's what you have announced for season 4 of the Battle of the Grid. You got Rita Repulsa coming soon. Poisonandra, which I have no clue what she is. That's just a random space alien. Oh, she's from Dino Charge.
Oh, am I wrong? Bro, tell me she doesn't look a lot like this bitch right here.
Oh shit, kind of does.
But you're right.
Almost.
You know, it's just themed. You're right.
Yeah.
It's different. It's different.
Yeah, she has a big pink shit going on, but in the different areas.
Yeah, no,
if you know what I'm saying.
You're stupid. All right.
But yeah, and then Adam Park, the Black Ranger, the second Black Ranger, I guess, as far as what we know as in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Honestly, probably my favorite Black Ranger. I love Zach, but I think Adam's the best Black Ranger. That fool's the shit.
Some people like him. That's crazy.
He's pretty cool.
And then he's already out.
I'll never forget the best episode. One of the best episodes of Power Rangers that Will had never seen.
Oh yeah.
Remember, it was where Adam meets the Space Black Ranger, and his fucking shit's cracked, but he activates it and he fucking becomes a Black Ranger again.
Oh yeah.
It fucking helps that fool out and shit.
Oh yeah, that's
it's
cool.
It's so cool. You never seen that one?
No, I stopped watching after freaking.
Bro, Power Rangers in Space is the best one. You owe it to yourself to watch Power Rangers in Space. It's literally the best one. And I've looked at ratings and reviews across the board. Power Rangers in Space. Yeah, you should really watch it. Whichever Americans were writing that, I feel like they were fans of Mighty Morphin, and they were like, "Nah, I'm gonna write this shit dope." You know, like I'm gonna fucking make sure it's good.
All right, one more quick one too. Anthony Mackie, who we knew as Captain Falcon right now, right?
Yeah, Captain Falcon.
Apparently, he's been casted for Twisted Metal.
Yeah, has
been a rumored TV show. I don't know who he's gonna be. They haven't said who he's gonna be, but Sony is putting this out. It's gonna be on the PlayStation Network or some shit like that.
Damn, it's gonna be on the PlayStation Network. That's so cool.
Yeah, so it's gonna be something that.
Are we gonna get a bunch of PlayStation shows now?
Maybe,
bro. If they're gonna make a Spiral the Dragon show, CGI, I will watch that shit.
Maybe Greg will get his own show, but yeah,
maybe.
I don't know what they're doing. But what I'm thinking is maybe he might be Axel.
Oh, okay. I could see that.
Maybe.
I could see that. All right, that makes sense.
I don't know. Like, I don't think he'd be a Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth like needs to be crazy. I don't know.
He doesn't seem to play crazy too
Yeah,
often.
exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
But Axel, I remember Axel being like the cool dude, like in that fucking big ass fucking double wheel thing. Yeah.
I could see that.
Or maybe I don't know. Maybe some other character. Maybe it'd be I don't know. I have no idea what they're gonna do with the show. I have no clue what to think, and I don't remember Twisted Metal that well to remember what the story even is. But he's casted for it in some way, so we'll see what goes with that. But I just thought that was interesting that he's gonna be somewhere else.
That is interesting.
Also.
Okay. Other news, real quick. Oh yeah. So Marvel, apparently, once they were able to accomplish the crazy ass feats of sales they did with Endgame, you know,
Mm-hmm.
apparently they were given one of the most rarest of commodities from Disney, the Dole Whip machine. And if anyone that's ever been to Disneyland and really knows what's up with that, that's a real fucking gift.
What's the Dole Whip machine?
So the Dole Whip is something you can only get at the Tiki Room,
Okay.
nearby the Tiki Room. It's this pineapple ice cream.
In the tiki room.
That's the one. That's the one. That's the same one. Yeah, you can
Oh, what
only
the fuck
get
is
these
this?
right there, and they're so fucking bomb. You can either get this juice version, which I think is really bomb, or you can just get the straight up soft cream version. Like I think that's the most popular one. But every time you go to this fucking thing, the line is across the fucking band.
Hope their machines will break down like McDonald's.
It was so big there was a huge lawsuit over someone leaking the recipe for the fucking thing. Yeah, there was a big
okay.
lawsuit over it. But now I think you can look the recipe up if you want. But still, people are saying even with the recipe, it's hard to make it without the fucking machine.
That's
So
wild. And Marvel got one.
Marvel Studios was given a Dole Whip machine after Endgame broke the
Damn.
box office's #1 movie.
That's cool.
And it sounds like a little funny thing, man, but all the fans of Disney were all like, damn, they got the Dole Whip machine. They even make a big deal that you cannot get Dole Whip stuff without being in a Disneyland theme park. You can't get it
That's crazy.
because they have a deal with Dole, and Dole makes these things with them.
Disney's so like protected with their shit. Like when Sora came out, people were someone mentioned that that Disney's like it's surprising that Disney allowed Nintendo to have Sora in the game, but they probably have all these restrictions for like how he could be played or whatever. There's no sign of Goofy or Donald anywhere, who's like
Yeah.
always running with Sora, right?
Yeah.
So there's no sign of that. So like Nintendo couldn't afford that shit, I guess, right? Also,
Yeah,
someone
fuck no.
mentioned outside of that though that Disney is so protective of their shit that they went out of their way to go sue a preschool for having like just pictures of like Disney characters on their walls inside of their school at a
Bro.
preschool,
Bro, Disney
and
wouldn't even let a family put a Disney character on their dead child's grave.
Wow.
I didn't make that story up. That's some real shit that happened.
Damn.
Disney wouldn't even let them put a Disney character on their dead child's grave.
That's crazy.
It's fucking
wow.
wild, bro.
But Marvel gets a fucking Dole Whip machine though. So
Yeah, that's
gotta
right.
Find your wins where you can find them with Disney, right?
Yeah, Kevin Feige
I
said
mean, I guess it is Disney. The Marvel is Disney now, though, so I guess.
that's just like Disney to give you like a gift that's like you wouldn't think you wanted, and it's bigger than you think it is. Like, damn, bro, they gave you a Dole Whip machine.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, what the fuck? We want a Dole Whip machine, and like, and then the staff starts eating like, they're pretty fucking bomb, you know? And like, all of a sudden there's a line in the Marvel Studios shit.
Right, I
now
bet.
work's not getting done in the Marvel Studios
Yeah.
shit. Like, what's going on?
Or
you know?
maybe it's getting done faster. I don't know.
maybe.
It's like, none one can go downstairs for their breaks for the Dole Whip machine unless you finish this.
Oh shit!
shit,
That's
let's
how you
finish
do
it.
it.
Yeah, right.
That's how you do it. Damn, AJ, you're made for management. All right, but yeah, I just thought that was very weird, very
That's
interesting, and
yeah.
for any Disney fan, you guys know what's up with that. That's
Yeah.
funny. AJ.
All right. So also a couple weeks ago, there was a leak. I believe this came out of Mexico somewhere for NVIDIA. NVIDIA, there's a game of a list of new games coming out soon, and it was leaked, and everyone was like, "What the fuck?" So on this list, there was God of War, Returnal, and Demon Souls for PC, GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas Remastered. Some Xbox project game, Fight for Middle Earth, Injustice 3, Gods Will Fall. Oh, that's interesting. Human Fall Flat 2, Total War, Helldriver, I don't know, Halo 5, Guardians for PC, Crash Team Racing Nitro Field for PC, BioShock 2022, Final Fantasy 12 Remake for PC, Bayonetta 3, Crysis, and Kingdom Hearts 4. I believe also on that list was Tekken 8 and Street Fighter 6 were also on that list. These are all games that are supposed to be announced slowly, right?
Yeah, and they're all just leaked now.
It was a leaked list, but people were like, this might be fake. But then Bayonetta 3 was announced on the Nintendo Direct.
Ooh,
couple weeks ago.
No, it's all real.
After this list came out, something else on this list was also announced. I think the GTA 3 remastered games was announced as well, because that's been rumored for a while.
Yeah, that has been rumored.
Yeah, and a couple of other things that were on this list were also announced at various different like game, like Tokyo Game Show just happened too. So some of this shit might be real, guys.
It sounds like it's all real. Like
Maybe.
if one or two things on it come true, it's probably real.
So, but Kingdom Hearts 4, that sounds too soon.
Does it though?
Because 3 just came out like what, 2 years ago?
I don't know
year
if you
ago?
remember, Kingdom Hearts has a.
And it took like 10 years for 3 to come out.
But Kingdom Hearts has a habit of flooding the market. They take their breaks, right? And then they fucking give you too much shit within like a fucking time. I don't know if you remember, 3 games came out in the fucking like within a 2-year span or 3-year
But
span.
it was like the side shit, like the fucking DS shit, right? With Dream Drop Distance or some shit.
Yeah.
Game Boy, wasn't there a Game Boy Advance card game?
Yeah,
Like, it
Chain
was
of
probably
Memories,
yeah.
and the 3 element ones and shit.
Yeah, I think it was all that though.
I mean, but I feel like that's within their.
Maybe it's not a Kingdom Hearts 4. Maybe it's some other spin-off game then, huh?
Yeah, maybe they thought it was 4.
Maybe. Because they could be wrong with some of these numbers on here. But Tekken 8 and Street Fighter 6, what do you think about that?
Street Fighter 6.
I think we can already assume it's already in the making.
I think it's time for Street Fighter 6.
Yeah.
Tekken 8, I feel like they could milk 7 a little more.
I think so too, yeah.
I'm not mad if they want to put 8 out. I'm down, but like I feel like they could milk 7 more.
give
The
it
7's really good.
One more year, and then I'll be ready for an 8.
Yeah, they may just be developing that right now, but I don't
Yeah.
think it's actually coming out anytime soon.
Yeah, well, anyways, that's kind of a thing that was rumored right now. Just thought I'd mention it because I thought it was crazy that a couple of games did actually come out and were announced. Maybe that Kingdom Hearts 4 was like supposed to be code for Sora and Smash, maybe, you know?
Maybe, actually, yeah, I could see that.
All right, you got something else. I got like 3 more stories. Oh, I got 4 more stories here. Maybe
Okay,
even
oh, you got-
5.
Yeah, 4? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
They're quick ones, though.
Okay, so Star Wars announced the opening date of their Galactic Cruiser, which, if you don't know, that's their hotel based on Star Wars.
Ooh.
And, I think we talked about it a little bit last episode, but now there's actually a date, March 1st, 2022. You can start reserving your trips in 2 weeks, October 28th.
Whoa.
Which means it's going to be there's going to be a thing now. Like a fucking whole war of people trying to fucking reserve that shit. Because, this is the only bad side about Disney getting shit like Marvel and Star Wars. They know a Star Wars fan wants to fucking stay at a Star Wars hotel. It doesn't matter what you say or like how you cut it or how mad people are about the sequel movies, whatever. You're a Star Wars fan, you're going to want to fucking stay at least one night in a fucking Star Wars hotel.
I
and
feel
that's
like
kind of a
there's
dick
no
move.
way. I feel like there's no way to make that not like a big thing that's going to be like just flooded as soon as possible.
Yeah,
right?
it's got to be.
There's no way. Unless you fucking built like 20 at once in one
Which
spot
they
that could
did.
house like thousands of people, then
Which they didn't.
maybe.
Which they didn't, you know. Yeah, I agree with you 100%, AJ. I'm like, you guys are assholes, man. Like all this, with this whole Avengers campus too. Like,
Are they assholes for doing it, or are they assholes for making it not fully available to everyone?
I mean, you can never make it big enough.
Yeah.
For everyone.
So then they're assholes for making this a possibility?
Yes. Like, we need a Star Wars hotel. Damn it. This is their way of making that money back after fucking up 7, 8, 9.
Damn, maybe. That's funny.
Other real quick side news. There's an Eggo flavored Pop-Tart out there. And I'm just going to leave that there.
Okay. Wow, what the fuck?
Because I don't know what that means.
Does Eleven know?
Oh,
She
shit.
gonna flip out, dude.
She might be the mascot of it. I
Oh,
don't even
man.
know.
Yeah.
Eggo
Oh, by the way,
flavored Pop-Tart.
back to
bro.
Cowboy Bebop real quick.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
So, Millie Bobby Brown wouldn't be a bad idea for Ed.
She's too old now.
You think
But
she's too old
I
now?
agree. I felt the same way, AJ.
Yeah.
And you know why I think that could have been a possibility? Because Netflix likes to fucking ship stars across things.
Right.
So I do think that you could be right about that if she was a little bit younger. I think she's a little too old now to play Ed.
My other thought too, that I just thought was funny, and Carla thought it was funny too, and I'm just gonna throw it out there so everyone else hears. Ariana Grande. That's Ed.
Shut the fuck up.
Because if you go back to when she was younger and did whatever show, she was kind of quirky and weird. in that
I've never
show.
seen that, so I don't know.
I've never really seen it, but I've seen like clips here and there, and she was fucking weird. So I think with that in mind, I think she'll fit. That's interesting.
That'd be funny. I mean, that would be a big surprise to hit us with that. Ariana Grande is fucking Ed. By the way, I think Ed's gonna be revealed in a post-credit scene, much like Marvel.
Yeah.
At the
I
very
think
last
so too.
episode.
Yeah. That's what I think as well.
And we're all gonna be, and it's gonna be an actress that we know, so we're all gonna be super fucking surprised.
Like right at the end credits, like their system's gonna get hacked and shit. Like, what the fuck is this? And the happy faces show up and like, what's going on? And then you see this shadowy Ed, in the fucking laptop.
See, I was thinking the other way. I like that actually, but I was thinking more like, remember when she first finds them in the anime?
Mm-hmm.
Now she's just like in fucking her little dark room by herself, and then she like learns about it. So, oh, bebop.
Oh yeah, maybe
That's kind of that's kind of what I imagine.
That's kind of more of what I was thinking too. Yeah.
But actually, I can see your thing too with this. Like, if they weren't gonna show us the actress, just the fucking happy face showing on their computers at the end would be a great way to end the season.
But like that, and then move into her in the fucking dark room.
Oh,
and then
okay.
Just just that quick glimpse, and it just ends right there. Like,
and so that smile, that big smile she gets, that'd be pretty cool. I'm down. Oh, that's a lot of fun.
I didn't see that would be the first episode of season 2.
That'd be fucking great. All right.
All right. Other story? I got one.
Yeah, go for it.
So Tom Kane. I didn't know who this guy was.
Tom King?
No,
Tom Kane. Oh, okay, I don't know who it is. Go on.
He's the voice actor for Yoda.
Oh.
Maybe.
Wait, I thought Frank Oz is the voice
maybe
of...
in current media.
Okay, because Frank Oz is the voice of Yoda, but okay, yeah, so it must be the new stuff, Clone Wars and shit, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. That's where he's from. I also did Admiral Akbar recently. Who's Qui-Gon Jinn? I don't know.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Qui-Gon Jinn. Oh, okay, my bad. C-3PO, Magneto, Professor Utonium.
Oh, Magneto's voice from the 90s X-Men?
I don't know, honestly. I'm not sure which Magneto they're talking about, but I'm pretty sure it's all animated because he's a voice actor.
Okay.
Also, Darwin, the chimpanzee from the Wild Thornberries.
Oh,
he did all these voices.
Yeah?
Retiring now because he had a stroke and messed up his vocaline talking part of his brain.
No, all
so
things.
Kind of
it had
forced
to be
to
his
retire
vocal.
earlier, yeah.
That's so fucking sad.
Yeah.
That is so sad.
So if anyone knew who he was, letting you guys know right now, he's kind of done.
Damn, man, that is so sad.
Yeah. So just throw it out there because I thought it was interesting. Like, I recognize these voices. Like these voices, I know that was all him.
No, I didn't either. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, okay, that's all I have for that.
Okay. Okay. So, there is going to be a spin-off of The Boys made by Amazon Prime.
Ooh.
So, it's going to be about college students with superpowers. It's going to be in a totally different realm and written and directed by totally different people.
Oh, different realm too. So it's not even going to be the same world, same
No,
universe.
No, I didn't mean that.
Oh, okay,
I meant like
okay.
just in a different
Like
you haven't
part of
seen The
world.
Boys, so you don't know what they're dealing with. They're dealing with a different part of the world for sure.
Okay.
They're dealing with more of an X-Men problem, rather when The Boys are dealing with some fucking... I can't even explain what they're dealing with because it's some supervillain shit or something.
But same universe type of shit though going on, right?
Yeah, same universe. Yeah,
Okay,
same universe, same thing. It's gonna have a different writer, different director, and it's actually gonna be the showrunner, Michelle Fazekas and Tara Butters, and they did Peggy Carter.
Oh.
Agent Carter, the TV
Agent
show,
Carter's, yeah.
which was on Disney Plus, but I think they took it off like right away. Like
What?
it was on there for like a few weeks, and now it's gone.
That's weird.
I know. I wanted to watch it because I never got to watch it when it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's really it. It's gonna be a partnering between Amazon and Sony Pictures TV. It's gonna have an R, as it has to if it's connected to The Boys in any way. I assume it would have to have an R. And it's
like
gonna
an R
be
rating, right? Like rated R, like they're talking about when you say R.
yeah, R
Okay,
rating, yeah.
okay.
And they said it's gonna be a spin-off in the way that Mork and Mindy is a spin-off from Happy Days. That it's not.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
that's-
exactly. You already get what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't have anything to do with it. But
The reason why I get what you're saying is because I've heard of like what was it called again? Mork and Mindy. I've heard of that, and I heard it was a spinoff. But like I also like never ever heard of Mork and Mindy, but I've heard of Happy Days. I was like, how's that a spin-off that I don't know about?
Yeah. So Mork is a character that just appeared in one episode in Happy Days,
Yeah,
and
like
that
for
was
like a
played by-
brief moment or some shit.
No, he's in the whole episode. The
Oh,
whole
okay,
episode was
okay.
about him.
Ah.
It was, but you know how TV shows have those little fun, quirky episodes where it may not even be canon because it's so quirky.
Yeah.
And they meet an alien in Happy Days.
Yeah.
And that's Mork, and it's
Yeah.
Robin Williams.
Yeah.
And everyone loved him so much that they fucking spun it off and made Mork and Mindy, which is about a girl who meets an alien and they date, and then like they live together. Like that's their whole thing, and like. They literally, I think only the Happy Days characters show up like maybe once or twice.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Ever, and it's very short, so it really isn't that connected to Happy Days. So I feel
Yeah,
like that's what they're
exactly.
saying. You might see a quick cameo from one of the boys' characters, but
They're not dealing with the same problems.
they're not dealing with them. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's what I got from that comparison. Which I'm
Yeah.
cool with that. I'm cool with
Okay.
them.
That's weird, but all right.
Ironically, very much like Super Crooks, which is the trailer I just showed you right before, which seems to be very anime style. This is a new animated series coming from Netflix. If anyone remembers what I'm about to say right now, I've mentioned it before on this podcast. It is a continuation, or not continuation. It's in the same universe in the same way as this last show, as Jupiter's Legacy. It's superpowered people. That's the one on Netflix, the one that was really, really dope I was telling you about, but they said it was too expensive, so they canceled it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, like I said, you won't get more Jupiter's Legacy, but if you want to see more of that universe and what's going on with that, Super Crooks is coming out soon. Look pretty cool, though, right?
It looked interesting. Yeah, it's all like anime, but subtitled and everything.
Straight up in Japanese, which
Yeah.
I was surprised, but I thought it was going to be in English, because knowing it's connected to Jupiter's Legacy, which is straight up American,
Okay, that's even more like wild than that's why
Dude,
I watched it.
all American actors. It has nothing to do with anything Japanese, so it was very interesting they took that take on it.
What I took out of it too, though, is like I feel like this is definitely like Japan trying to do American superheroes.
Yeah.
Because they're wearing like these masks and shit, and they had like capes and just crazy outfits, and you don't see that at least not like that.
No,
in-
you're right.
In
You
Japan.
don't. It's pretty recent they even start playing with that. You're
Yeah,
right.
so I thought that was kind of crazy to see.
Also, you ever seen the show Bright on Netflix?
Yes, that's the
Movie
Will
with Will
Smith.
Smith?
Yeah.
There's actually an anime coming for that too.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Bright Way of the Samurai. If you want to look
Oh.
it up, and it's all in Japanese too with subtitles.
That's weird. Okay.
But it's a continuation of Bright.
That's weird.
Yeah, you should check it out. The
Why is it
trailer's
in
pretty nuts.
Japanese?
Actually, that was the other trailer I meant to show you.
Ah,
But,
okay.
I wanted you to see Super Crooks, but I wanted you to see the Bright one because I thought you did like Bright. But we'll show it to you.
I
After
did see Bright.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so yeah, if anyone who wanted more of that and is mad that Bright 2 hasn't come out yet, Bright Way of the Samurai. It looks pretty cool.
Interesting.
All right, AJ, you got some news?
Yeah. So a while back too, this started. Free MVC2 is a hashtag going around because Marvel vs. Capcom 2 kind of hard to get right now. Again, right?
Again, yeah.
Yeah, because it was out for back in Dreamcast, PlayStation 2, right? And then it was gone, kind of hard to find, really expensive. But then it came out on, I think it was PS3 for a moment, right?
Yeah.
You can download it digitally.
You can download it and
yeah.
buy it, yeah.
Yeah, but can't access that shit anymore because that store's closed, I believe, right? You can't
Fucking
do shit with that
assholes,
anymore. And so Maximilian Dude, who's a YouTuber, FGC YouTuber, and Twitch streamer too, right? He fucking always talks about video games, fighting games, and all that. He's really in the community. Everyone knows if you're in the FGC, you probably know this guy. Probably seen his videos. He started this whole free MVC2 thing because he was like, yeah, this game needs to come out again because there's no way for us to access it legitly right now at all, unless you go find it for like $100, for an old system or, do other means, So he was like, he got all his fans to do this hashtag free MVC2, and it was going around for a couple of weeks, and all of a sudden we got some news that Marvel is in talks to possibly, with Disney and Marvel are in talks about maybe doing something with this game.
Like putting it out again?
Maybe. No,
Ooh.
there's in talks. We don't know about what, but it has to do with this game. That's all we know. That's all we've heard. So maybe
Tell me it's got to be redistribution.
it has to be. That would be cool.
Don't tell me you can make a live
Or-
action.
No. Or it's maybe a new game, a new Marvel vs. Capcom game, maybe.
Or maybe a
I
TV
don't
show.
know.
Imagine a TV show.
No, it's gonna be like that. No, but it's for the game. So Disney and Marvel are talking about re-releasing the game. I think the reason it's hard to get right now is because now that Disney owns the license of Marvel,
Yeah.
they're kind of weird with their licenses all the time,
They're
right?
very
So-
tight with their licenses
Yeah.
for sure.
So we'll see what happens with that. Speaking of being tight with licenses, if I may go into another story,
Yeah.
Disney is suing the Stan Lee estates or something like that. Have you heard about that?
Wait, Disney won that?
Disney is suing There's no wins yet, but they're suing the Stanley Estates, who's owned by someone else right now, for the rights for Spider-Man and other karmic book.
No. I think you might have that a little backwards.
Okay, how?
So what it is Stanley Estates and the Steve Ditko Estates.
Ditko, that's who's that
Yeah.
dude.
They're both suing Disney over Spider-Man, Hulk, and a plethora of the Silver Age Marvel characters, Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And they're trying to get the rights to those characters back, meaning they might be out of the movies.
I thought it was the other way around, that Disney was suing them because that license with them was about to expire in some weird way. No, so
they're trying to get the rights back.
they're fighting each other, guys.
They're trying to get the rights back because of the license expiring soon. So they're fighting to get the rights back for the family estate.
Yeah.
That way Marvel and Disney won't own it anymore.
Which is crazy.
But you know what's scary? It could happen, and the only reason it could happen is because what was it? Oh, I can't forget this right now. This is very important. The lawyer who's doing this just won a really big battle for the movies Halloween.
Oh shit.
All the Michael Myers ones.
Yeah.
They just won a real big battle for the original writer of the first Halloween story, which he created Michael Myers. And he hasn't been getting paid for every movie that's been being made, because the way it works when you write a script, you get paid to write that script.
Yeah.
You know, $500, $800, $1,000, whatever it is.
And I heard like sometime when you're a writer for shit like that you're like more of a contractor, not really working for the company.
Exactly. Like you're contracted to
Yeah.
write this. They pay you more money than a normal writer would get because they are going to keep intellectual
The intellectual property
property
of it. Yeah, the
under
IP
the,
of it. Yeah.
Yeah, the IP of it is theirs.
Yeah.
So now, to be fair, this is why it's kind of, I don't really know how to feel about this. They signed the contract because they wanted that money at the time.
Right.
And these characters were not that big at that time.
Yep.
So I don't quite know. I mean,
Yeah. How do you fight that?
is
Like,
that really fair?
like,
to like
you signed a contract, you gave up your rights to these, so why are you trying to come back now that it's big,
And-
type of thing, right?
Yeah, and now that and just going off of a creator's mind, you don't give the big industries your best ideas.
Right.
So if you were holding back your best idea anyway, and it fucking just happened to go big, I don't know how much of that you're really entitled to. In my mind, I'm not the law. We'll see how it plays out with the legal battle. But I also do understand they made that. Their family should get more of a kickback. I feel like there's some middle ground that should meet.
Yeah.
Like Marvel should give them like
I think that's what happened.
1% to their family, which is a lot. 1% of Spider-Man earnings, you know,
It could be
is
a lot.
that's a
like,
gang
for a family. Yeah.
that's a gang of money, bro. That's millions of dollars. Because
Yeah.
they make so much off merchandising. Just give them 1%, but let Marvel keep it. Because Spider-Man can't be separate from Marvel. You could say he is, but
I heard something like this happened recently with Stan Lee, who was suing like Marvel or something like that. Like a couple of years back, something like this happened, but they end up settling it and getting some type of kickback for it, and everyone was happy. So hopefully that's going to happen here too.
I think it will, because Disney's got deep pockets, and they are not going to let this Spider-Man 3 movie not come out after they've already put trailers out.
Yeah, that
not
too.
happening,
Yeah, because that could affect the movie coming out
No,
soon. That was the other
it
thing.
will.
It will affect.
They have to pull that movie, which means that whole movie gets shelved, and all that money they spent on getting Cumberbatch and doing all that shit and making that deal with Sony to get that movie in the first place, all that has to get shelved.
And then we almost lost Spider-Man from the MCU a couple of years ago, right? And they made some negotiations with that, so they need to recuperate from all that too.
Yeah, man.
So Disney wants this shit.
Can we go back to spoiler mode? Wait, you know, I have to have a separate conversation with you about it, because I have to know that you're okay with me to spoil that for you. So never mind.
Okay.
Nothing. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's more behind this from what you know.
No.
Fuck with
Something,
it,
no,
or-
something totally different.
Okay,
something totally different.
Okay. All right.
No, the main thing I'd say is that will fuck with this is the lawyer who just won a very similar case over Halloween
Yeah.
is now on this case fighting for those families. So
Alright.
not saying he's gonna win, but there's a strong chance.
He hasn't fought Disney yet, though. You know.
He hasn't. No, for real. That's the real shit. Disney is Captain America. They could do this all day.
Yeah. Exactly. Right.
So keep that in mind.
Oh man.
All right. Other news, real quick. Speaking, we were talking about Halloween horror stuff. Vans has a new line of horror shoes.
Horrible shoes.
Some of them, yeah. Can you zoom in a little, AJ?
Ooh, spooky.
I love them.
Oh, look at these up.
Oh yeah, Mike Myers shoes, Halloween.
Speaking of which,
Slip-ons. I'm not
are these
crazy.
part of it?
Yes.
No, I think someone painted this.
Oh wait, no,
It
yeah,
is
go
a
back.
paint
No,
all
you go, zoom in on the ones I showed you. Go to the one I showed you.
I fucking lost it. Sorry. I can't zoom in though.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah, this is not CSI shit. I can't zoom in enhance. Sorry.
Oh, that's too bad.
Okay, wait.
Well-
I can click on this and go to the actual website and see what I can do from there.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Alright,
Okay.
we got something here.
So they got the Freddy Krueger ones, which look fucking sick. They look exactly like the Deadpool ones from the year before, though.
It better come with a balloon.
I know, right?
It
And if you look at it, it's got little fucking balloons
on
on
there.
the checkers
That's pretty
and
cool.
shit. Yeah, the Pennywise
See.
one.
Who's
This one
bitch?
is from
The Shining.
The
It's
Shining. Yeah, it's the little ghost.
I haven't
the,
seen it.
The ghost twin girls. You didn't even know about it?
No.
Standing in the red. All right.
Spoilers.
Friday the 13th.
Ooh, that's cool, Jason.
Yeah, the Jason one's pretty cool.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, I like these. This is what is this again? House of Horrors. I don't even know what the fuck that is. All right, go on.
I don't know either. That's about it.
It just has print
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
But the one I really like is the Friday the 13th. I mean, the Nightmare on Elm Street ones. To the
Mhm.
right.
The
the red-
cougars. You want those cougars?
Yeah, those cougars, man. Yeah. And look, it's got a fanny pack comes with it.
All
yeah.
right, I see you. You know.
Oh, the yellow and black ones say red rum, murder backwards. Red rum from Shining. You would know.
No, I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, pretty cool shit, man. I was like, I like horror shit. I like Vans, so I thought that's cool. I'm not gonna buy any of these because I don't like these color schemes.
You hear that, Wags?
It's out there. Yeah. So keep an eye out for those if you're a horror fan.
Yeah, I was talking to someone the other day about something that I was reminded of. Back in high school, I used to fuck around with Nick. Remember Nick, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would put notes in his backpack randomly every couple of months or so that say, "I know what you did last summer." Just drop him in his backpack somewhere in a pocket.
Stupid.
Every few months or so, like I forget that I did it. And I was like, oh, I should do this shit again. Like I did this for like 2 years, and maybe dropped in maybe like 4 or 5 notes over like a span of like 2 or 3 years, right? And one day, finally, I was hanging out. I did it that same day, and we hung out right afterwards. And he was going through his backpack. He's like, what the heck? I keep finding these notes. Someone keeps dropping these notes in my backpack. It says, I know what you did last summer. I don't know why. Oh man, that's hilarious. I had no idea it was me.
The fact that you got to see him react.
I get to see him freak out over it. It's like, what the heck?
That's
Oh,
fucking
man.
hilarious. Anyway, is it your turn or my turn?
Probably mine because you did the Vans shit.
Yeah.
So Nintendo. So back to that direct I keep referencing. They announced some games like Bayonetta 3 was one of the big ones they announced. I don't remember what else. There's a Animal Crossing trailer coming out pretty soon. Looks like we're gonna get this chicken dude who makes coffee in the museum. I forget his name.
That sounds so fucking random. This chicken dude that makes coffee. What's his name?
in the
Like,
museum.
imagine you're just talking to somebody like, you know that chicken guy that makes coffee. What's his name? Like, I feel like
I think his
what
name's
the fuck?
Roost. I think his name is Roost.
It better be. Who else is gonna be named Roost but a chicken guy?
Oh man. Anyway, so there's we're gonna get like a trailer, an update, and probably be including him, which people have been asking for. Carl's been asking for him. And then also they announced if you have Nintendo Online, they're gonna be bringing Nintendo 64 games and Sega Genesis games as part of that online thing. So right now, if you have online, you can download the app that gives you all these free games. NES right now and Super NES is available right now. However, though, you're not gonna just get like these 64 and Genesis games for free right now. There's gonna be an upgraded version of Nintendo Online, so you gotta pay a little bit more to unlock this shit. They're coming out with those details later on, how much it's gonna be, what they're adding to make this worth it as far as the online features go. So don't know what or how yet, but just that it's coming. In addition to that too, they're also gonna release wireless controllers, 64 controllers and Sega Genesis controllers that will work with the Switch that you can buy if you're an online member through their online website and all that shit, which then done previously in the past with NES and Super NES controllers. So that sounds exciting. I think that the controller's like $50 each or something like that, but I'm kind of down to get a 64 one though. And then play some Star Fox. Star Fox is one of the games that's going to be on there. F-Zero X, Mario 64, which, by the way, this is probably why that All Stars, that 3D All Stars was only limited because I think they had this shit planned.
Yeah, for sure. They were trying not to step on their own toes.
Yeah. And like I don't know what else was in the package, but look out for all that pretty soon, and then we'll get more details on what the online service is going to cost and all that when it drops. Or I think they'll announce it like in a month or so, like November, I think was what they said. Is when they start talking about that shit. But yeah, that's kind of exciting. That's like the most exciting thing that people were going over there. Anyways.
All right.
What the fuck? I just click.
House of the Dragon. We got a teaser for the new Game of Thrones show, which, you know, I said what I said after the season finale of series finale of Game of Thrones. Like, I'm not really interested in watching any more spin-offs now. I'm kind of pissed off. But, you know, this looks kind of interesting, you know? I'm not saying that I'm definitely going to jump at watching it. I don't know if I'm that excited to watch it, but
now,
I'm kind of interested.
They had planned a different type of prequel series previously, right?
What
what happened to that?
This and 2 other prequels were also planned.
Oh, okay,
but
so
they
this
canceled.
one was planned.
Yeah, this one was planned. There was this and 2 other ones planned, and they canceled the other 2.
Wow.
I think because there wasn't enough like push behind it, and not enough people want to watch it. So
I wonder why. But this one's interesting because they're going looks like they're focusing on the Targaryens. Right?
Yeah, from way back when.
Yeah,
like, when
so
they were at
way prequel.
It's like basically when there was enough of them to go to war with each other is what it looks like, right? Like enough of them to not like each other, basically.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, damn, that's crazy. It's got my boy Matt Smith, who used to be the Doctor. You know, he's the lead guy, Daemon Targaryen. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, it looks kind of good. I was
is this based off any books from Homeboy?
Dance of the Dragon, which is a prequel, obviously.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry, no, Dance of the Dragons. Yeah,
Dances with Dragon.
Dance of the Dragons, because that's the name of a big ass war they had, where a bunch of Targaryens were fighting each other with flying dragons in the sky. They called it Dance of the Dragons. That was the name of that war. And I was like, damn. And that's what we're going to get.
Shit. Reminds me of a fire bending technique.
I know, right? I'm like, damn, that's some crazy shit.
But yeah, okay, so that's a new series coming out, and they actually have a trailer for it. It means they actually fucking are doing some shit. That shit's coming out next year, right?
Yeah, next year.
Next year, interesting. Are you going to watch it?
Not right away. I'm going to let it build a few episodes, like,
yeah.
As opposed to Game of Thrones, where, we were on it, like, every week. I'm gonna give it, like, 3 episodes.
I'll let people, get the hype up and see what people are saying about it before I jump into it too.
I might even wait for season 2, honestly, because
maybe
I
wait till like season 4 or 5.
Yeah, right. For Game of Thrones, I remember I didn't even start watching it till after season 3 came out on purpose. I was like, I'm gonna let that shit build because everyone keeps talking about
I
it.
let it build up way beyond that too.
Yeah, you waited till like 5 or 6, I think, right?
Was it that long I waited? Shit.
I think it was like 5, baby. Because I remember around we all watched season 5 together at our last apartment, if I remember correctly.
No.
Didn't we?
I don't think so.
I think we all watched a few episodes together. No?
No, I don't remember watching it over there. We watched it here, but
I know we watched it here.
I know you guys got together and watched it before.
Oh, were you not watching it yet?
No, I don't remember not watching it with you guys.
Okay. You remember not watching it. That's funny. Okay.
I remember getting kicked out to the room, getting kicked out of the living room.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. That's right.
I was like, fuck you guys.
Okay. So I guess, yeah, Game of Thrones, House of the Dragons, looks good. Hopefully it doesn't suck.
All right. Donkey Kong World coming to Universal Japan.
We've had little talks about this. We've had little talks that this is coming. And I love it. I want fucking Donkey Kong World, man. Let's do it.
Sounds cool. Yeah, I got nothing to say other than hopefully it's like Donkey Kong Country, right? I'm pretty sure we're gonna see some old school Donkey Kong, with the pink fucking rails and Jumpman and shit. That would be cool to see. Yeah, I don't know what else to think about it other than let's see it. What else would they do though? Oh, you know what?
The Mineshaft ride. You know the Mineshaft level from Donkey Kong
That'd
Country?
be cool, yeah.
That needs to be a ride.
But speaking of all that, the other thing that was announced at the Direct, the voice actors were announced for the Super Mario animated movie. We haven't talked about that yet.
Oh shit, we didn't talk about that.
Chris Pratt as Mario. What do you think about that?
I'm not as mad about that as everyone else is.
I'm honestly me neither.
Yeah, some people are real mad about it. But I feel like he's a very dynamic actor. I feel like
he's done voice acting for The Lego movie stuff.
Yeah, and he's good, and I've heard him in some of that stuff. He's
Yeah.
good. I just don't think it's as big of a deal
He's
as everyone
Rocket.
else does.
No, he's Solid. Never mind. He's
Yeah,
not Rocket.
yeah, that's
He's-
funny.
Oh, that's Bradley Cooper. My bad.
Even though you're looking at his face, he's still called him
Yeah.
Rocket. That's funny. I'm not mad about it. I mean, honestly, I feel like it
Mugshot.
might be within his wheelhouse. A lot of people are not happy about that, and like
I'm okay
angry.
with it.
I'm okay with it.
But the weird thing that people are upset about is that it's not going to be Charles Martinet, who's like does the voice for Mario right now. But at the same time, that's a high pitched voice.
When do we ever
And,
see
like,
him speak full sentences?
Exactly. That's the other thing people were saying too. Like he's never really had full on sentences and dialogues and everything. He's usually just making noises, woohoo, and all that.
Yeah,
right?
he's having a good time
Yeah.
and shit. But
Yeah. So like that's why I'm okay with it. Although they say Charles Martinet will like appear as like other like background characters possibly and make cameos throughout the movie though. So that's cool. At least he's gonna be in there somehow.
yeah, and I love fucking Anna Taylor-Joy. She's fucking been killing it in everything I've seen lately.
This
so
is Queen's Gambit chick, right?
yeah, ironic, right?
Oh, right.
She was also Magic in X-Men's New Mutants.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she that's one of the few things that was great about that movie was her playing Magic. She was
Oh, okay.
perfect.
That's
perfect.
cool. I didn't realize that.
I always hope that if Marvel has a chance, they'll get those New Mutants actors, including our girl from Game of Thrones, and pull pull them into whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
Because the actors did a great job in fucking New Mutants. I don't know if you probably haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it yet.
I recommend just to see it, just to see how they. Well, you haven't read the comics, so never mind. You don't need to see it. But if you read the comics of New Mutants, watching that movie, even though the movie isn't great, watching them interact with each other and talk to each other feels like it's ripped right out of the comics. It really made me happy. I was like, damn, they really feel like the cast,
That's cool.
But yeah, she's a great actress. I think she's good. She does serious shit. She does funny shit. She's pretty balanced.
Charlie Day as Luigi.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I'm okay with it too.
If
I
you
was
were
like,
to
I
ask
like
me,
that.
yeah, if you were to ask me, I'm fucking totally fine with that.
Yeah.
He's one of the only ones that actually feel like they couldn't have picked a better actor to play him. I will say he could have been better as Toad. But
I can see that one too, actually. Yeah.
yeah, but now we get to the two that I'm actually mad about.
Yeah, this one I don't. Jack Black as Bowser. Which
No.
honestly just screams out freaking Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik all over again to me, honestly.
Yeah, kind of.
Because I feel like Bowser should have a more deeper, more menacing type of voice. I don't think Jack Black has that.
Can I say
He
something?
sounds more high pitched.
Can I say something?
He's on Kung Fu Panda and.
Can I say something popular that you won't think is popular?
Okay.
I thought towards the last like half of Sonic the Hedgehog, he was doing a really good job as Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah. Yes.
First half, he annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah,
I
yep,
agree with you.
yeah.
Like he kind of felt like, who the fuck are you? Like, you're not Dr. Robotnik. But halfway through, when he was finally like knowing who Sonic was, and he's like, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I started to feel like you're kind of Robotnik.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give you that. He was getting there at the end. Yes.
Yeah.
At the end, he was getting there.
But I do
But
agree.
everything else before that, no.
It was bad. I know. I didn't like it either. It was almost making me not want to finish it at some points. But I was glad I stuck
Wait, but
it.
you haven't seen it though.
Huh?
You finally seen it though, huh?
We talked about it, actually.
We did. Oh,
yeah,
okay,
we
my
ta-
bad.
I liked it a lot.
Oh yeah, we did talk.
Yeah, I get that it was a kids movie, but I liked it for what it was. It was dope. It made me excited for the next one. I didn't love it, but it made me excited for the next one.
Yeah.
Who Idris Elba is fucking Knuckles, right?
Yeah. Which sounds dope.
fucking wild.
Actually, I'm not mad at that at all.
Key.
Keegan-Michael Key though as Toad.
I fucking hate Key. Everyone, anyone who's ever watched this show knows I hate Key and Peele. I love Jordan Peele. Fucking hate Key and Peele. Really don't like Key. And like him to be Toad, I'm like, it doesn't fit. I don't get why they picked him. I can't hear his voice behind that face in any way. I'm a little mad about this casting. I'm like, I fucking hate this guy.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a weird one.
I'm also a little biased because I don't like this actor. Okay.
Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong?
So here's the thing. I totally understand why people are mad about this.
I'm not mad at this one.
I know. I'm
not mad at this one at all.
Well, listen. I totally get why people are mad at this one. I'm not going to argue with someone who's mad at this one. I like it.
I
think it's fine, and I think it's actually, I don't know if I'm going to say perfect, but I think this fits really well.
Yes.
I feel like captures the idea of Donkey Kong, and the other reason I'm okay with it is I feel like he's going to be a better version of the voice we had in the animated Donkey Kong show.
which I never seen, but okay, that's
You should watch a couple clips just for fun.
Yeah.
But the voice is like it's kind of like a surfer dude kind of feeling like, and you're just kind of like. This is a little bit too, like, I kind of imagine Donkey Kong to have a black voice, so I'm kind of annoyed. But I don't know why, but I just feel like he's hulking and, like, you know.
Right.
I don't know. It seems kind of strong. I don't know. It's very racist of me to think. But I don't know. That's the kind of voice I imagine for Donkey Kong. And then I heard that surfer voice in the fucking animated show, and I was like, the fuck? But the more I watched the animated show, I was kind of okay with it.
Yeah.
And now hearing Seth Rogen's going to do it, now I feel like he's going to do what that surfer voice should have done with Donkey Kong. Like, you know,
So
he likes to hang out.
It's like a toned down surfer voice now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, you know, still he
Like
has
he still
fun.
sounds chill, but he's at like surfer chill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Still sounds like a pothead, but not like super like a pothead, you know, like I don't know. So I feel like it could be a good fit. Also, Donkey Kong, people like to forget. I feel like people forget in his actual story. Donkey Kong's very lazy. He doesn't like to do that much. He likes to kick
yeah,
it,
that's
chill,
true.
and eat bananas.
That's
He goes
true.
into action when his bananas have been stolen.
This is true.
That's when his action takes place.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's kind of Seth Rogen. You know, if you took a sandwich from him that he was really excited to eat,
He took
I
his
feel like
weed, you know?
maybe he's gonna become an action hero now.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. I agree.
Well, the reason I bring this up, the reason I was reminded of it, because Donkey Kong Country coming to Universal. So
Yes,
we
this
got
is-
Donkey Kong in this Mario movie.
This is definitely, dude,
So that's a connection type of
synergy for sure.
marketing type of thing.
This is
going
all
on right here.
marketing,
Yeah.
and I think you know what. This is also gonna be the next chain, Donkey Kong movie.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
And then who's the and you know who's gonna be Diddy? The motherfucker who played Green Goblin, James Franco.
I'm down.
He's gonna be Diddy. They're gonna be fucking shit up in the jungle.
Not Jonah Hill? You don't think so?
Oh, that would be great. Jonah Hill as Diddy would be hilarious, dude.
I think that's actually better, actually.
Actually, that is better.
Yeah.
I like that. All right. Okay. You got some other news for us, AJ?
No,
you
the-
gave me that news. That was a good
Yeah,
one.
there's other characters, but I don't know who they are. But Spike and Cranky Kong, actually, by this dude. and-
I already like the look of this guy for Cranky Kong already.
yeah,
But who's the guy on left? Who's he gonna play? Oh, the magic guy, right?
yeah, the
little-
wizard.
Who cares? Who cares about Spike? Yeah, I mean, you can put any voice on those characters. You know? Like-
Probably, yeah. But yeah, that's that.
yeah. All right. Other news. I'm gonna just kind of speed through. We've been doing it for a while.
Go for it.
I'm
I
not mad.
got one more big one.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it.
So I'm gonna do two.
Yeah.
Marsha Lucas talks shit about Star Wars, the 7, 8, and 9 movies. Apparently, there was a book written about writers and shit, and she or editors and shit, and she was in this book, and she made a comment. If anyone doesn't know,
Who is she?
Marsha Lucas is George Lucas's ex-wife,
Oh.
and for anyone that doesn't know, she's the reason Star Wars doesn't suck. Because
Whoa.
everyone says famously the first cut of Episode 4, A New Hope, was really bad. So shitty to the point it was like, they thought it was like a documentary of him making that movie. That's how bad it was.
Wow.
And she pulled the actors aside and told them like, yo, this is where this is coming from. This is how this character's feeling. This is what it's doing. And she
So
did this.
She's a real director.
She is the editor. She also cut the movie in a way that it was good.
That's crazy.
Which is like, that shows real skills of editing. Now, you ever heard that saying that movies are saved and lost in the editing
Yeah.
room? And she's a perfect example of that because a lot of people have seen that first cut of Star Wars and they're like, it was bad. Like people wouldn't give him a deal even for the movies until she cut it. Same thing, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. She was a big influence in why those movies are good and probably why 1, 2, and 3 suck because he divorced her and would not let her be involved
Dang.
in 1, 2, and 3. So she comes out and says 7, 8, and 9 fucking suck. I paraphrased, but she basically said that.
Basically said that.
And she even said she likes Kathleen Kennedy and J.J. Abrams. You know, they're like she knows them and she likes them, but they fucked up Star Wars.
Wow.
And she's like, if they have a problem with it, they can call her and talk to her about
Damn.
it.
So
didn't
she
want
can
to
come
have-
fix it? Damn.
Yeah.
What's her name again?
Her name, Marsha Lucas.
So are we going to get the Marsha cut pretty soon?
Shit, I would love that. She might save those movies in her edits.
Right.
You know? Damn, Chibi Wags made a great recommendation. He said Funky Kong should be played by James Franco.
Right.
That's actually pretty good.
That sounds pretty good.
That sounds really good. Actually, that sounds really good, as a matter of fact. Damn, they just get all those motherfuckers to voice the whole Donkey
The whole
Kong movie.
yeah,
That
right.
would be great. Get the chick from Knocked Up to be Candy Kong, you know?
Right. There you go.
But yeah, Marsha Lucas came out and confirmed, a lot of people say that people that don't like the new trilogy, which, I like parts of it, but they didn't do it right at the end. So ultimately, I agree with everyone. 7, 8, and 9 weren't good. But she, a lot of people say you're a woman hater if you don't like 7, 8, and 9, but there's the strongest woman from Star Wars. It's just a thing that fans like to throw around about Star Wars.
Yeah.
But there's the strongest female voice in Star Wars saying they suck. I just thought it was funny. Also, non-related but coincides in timing. There is a George Lucas Stormtrooper that has been put out by Disney.
What does that mean?
It's a Stormtrooper figure.
Oh, that's crazy.
But it's George Lucas. This came out September 29th. This tells you about how long it's been since we've done this podcast. This thing is already sold out. You cannot get this anymore.
Why are you telling us?
It was originally going to be news, but I just thought it was crazy that Disney actually put out a Stormtrooper with George Lucas's face, considering all this shit going on.
Man, so they're still going to make money off of George Lucas, and he can't
Yeah.
really do anything about it.
I don't know if he said yes or if they can't
No, he had
do
to
it.
go, all right.
I think he said yes, probably. But I agree, man. I'm like, damn, it's funny. Like, Disney's shameless as fuck. You'll still make a George Lucas toy, though, huh?
That's funny.
Okay, interesting. That was unrelated note.
That's pretty cool, though.
Other real quick thing I'll say, we should talk about together. So me and AJ called it.
We did.
Yeah, the Nickelodeon fighter game.
Oh, yeah, we haven't talked about this.
Aang and
Fuck,
Korra.
So much to talk about.
Aang
Yeah.
and Korra, we
Aang and
called
Korra.
it. We were saying it ever since the game got announced. Ever since the cast list got announced, we
Yeah.
were like, no. There's no way they're not going to do Aang
People
or Korra.
deciphered the shadows from the box
Yeah, people
cover.
pulled the shadows. But even before the shadows, you and I were saying they're not going to make this game without Aang
Like, they have to
or
throw 'em in
Korra
there.
or both.
At least Aang. At
Yeah,
the very
you're like,
least.
it's got to do one of them or both of
Yeah.
them. And guess what? We were right. They did both of them.
And then, cherry on top, they gave us Toph.
If anyone can go back to those episodes, I'm sure they heard me and possibly AJ bitching too. They better put Toph in it. She's the fighter. She's the one with the fucking most style.
I need Sokka as a Link character.
As a helper. He should come in and throw
No,
the
he's,
boomerang.
yeah, no, that's why he's gonna be Link. He's gonna be the guy with the sword and
yeah.
the boomerang. Maybe some
Call
bombs or
Momo out.
something.
Call Momo out.
Yo, that'd be sick.
Momo will be a projectile.
Oh, I haven't seen this yet, but I heard your homie David the Gnome is in the game.
Who?
David the Gnome.
Shut the fuck up. David the Gnome's not in that. Shut the fuck up.
I heard it, but he gets called out by someone's attack is like David the Gnome. I forgot who it was though. It might be Zim or something like that.
Yo, that's fucking wild. I'm fucking hyped.
I haven't seen it though, but that's what I heard. I was like, really?
He needs to be his
I
own
gotta see
character
this.
so I can main him. Yeah, damn, that's crazy.
But yeah, it's already out. Nickelodeon All Star Brawl is out. It came out yesterday, I believe. And yeah, the Toph and Aang and Korra. What else was announced since then too? Cat Dog was announced. I'm not sure we talked about that yet, but Cat Dog is in the game. That's the thing. All I can remember that's new. However, though, there's no voice acting in the game. I'm not sure if you knew that or heard about that.
What?
So people are speculating
What did you say?
to cut costs. They took out any voice acting. So all you hear is like boom, 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 boom.
Bro.
Like, that's all you hear.
No voice.
And then some music, but no actual voices from anybody. Yeah. It's
What?
wild, right?
Are you serious?
Yep. I'm serious. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna break the game, but as a fan of the characters, that's very
I
disappointing.
think that's just like to cut the cost, like to hire voice actors, and maybe even to bring back the old voice actors, or maybe to find people that can sound just as good as the originals to put in this game was maybe just too much money for them to try
That's lame.
on a game that might not be good. Because I don't think they really knew
mean,
this game was going to be good or not. So
I mean,
why waste all that money, right?
We still don't know. I mean, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
So I think that's what they're doing, and I think they wanted just to focus. Plus, the group that made this game had made a game called Slap City a while back that was really good that people were talking about. Is very Smash-like as well, and so I think they really just wanted to focus on developing this game and how the game plays and how it works, rather than trying to spend more money on other things where they can take their focus away and not have the game come out good. I think that's kind of my thought about why it's like that. But what I also think too is that if this game does end up being good and takes off, and Nickelodeon sees that, maybe they'll throw more money at the game and get some voice actors, and maybe in the future, season pass DLC type of thing, they'll throw in voices.
Yeah, I can see that.
Or at the very least, the second game comes out, we'll get voice actors once they see how successful the game is.
I could see that too.
So that's what I'm thinking. Also, someone mentioned, imagine that the developers so happen to be a little bit lazy on some programming somewhere to the point where it's easy to hack in your own voices for free.
Oh, that would be cool.
And maybe someone could just throw a voice package out there somewhere randomly or make one real quick.
Oh, that's happening. Yeah, that's
Right?
definitely happening.
So maybe that can happen, which makes me want to buy it on Steam.
That's true.
I have learned that you can play this with a GameCube controller. So you can play it on Switch, plug in the adapter, play with GameCube.
Fucking hyped.
It plays very similar to Melee, people are saying. It seems a little bit faster than Melee, people are saying as well.
Yeah, someone was saying it's a fast game. Yeah.
Which sounds cool. But yeah, I'm kind of excited to play this.
Can you imagine Melee inputs faster? Oh my god.
Right, it was already pretty fast, yeah.
They better not be L canceling because I don't think my fingers can take it at this
Wave
age.
dashing exists in the same way.
Oh no.
Because you can like air dodge and you can air dodge toward the ground. And look, they even say that in their actual trailer to show the gameplay. It's like, oh yeah, so if you can wave land, you can wave dash, and they start wave dashing. They actually said it like just like that.
So
these are
so we need to get our arthritis pills now, right?
I think so, yes.
All right, let's do it.
Is that what's replacing Soul Calibur? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you though. After Wyatt won, I don't want to replace Soul Calibur because I feel like now like we just showed that we can fucking still mix it up in this game and it'll still be fun. Like, so I don't even think we should change it now.
He won with Tira, by the way.
Shut the fuck up! Not Nightmare.
With Tira.
We're gonna talk later. We'll talk about this later.
You know, he got me pretty good too because I
wait. No, let's talk about this because I want to talk about this. Let's talk about this later.
All right. But anyways, Nickelodeon All Star Brawl. I might get it this week. I might get it on PC.
Okay.
Because it's on sale on PC right now on Steam for like $40.
All right.
Anyways, do you have a last story? Because I got one more big one.
I do have one more.
Go ahead and go for
it. Go first. Okay, so T'Challa as Star-Lord, the director of What If now reveals that they were gonna give him a mini animated series.
Oh,
I hope that's
sad.
I hope it's not true. I hope they're just saying that just because they know. But I'm like, if that's true, that hurts my heart. Like,
yeah.
And they said, he did a lot of recording very early on, but they were able to get him in at a later point, like a few months before he passed, just to do the last few episodes, so he could get him for every episode.
Yeah.
So yeah, and they said, they had so much fun with it, and they had such a good time. They were already talking about, give him a spinoff and shit, and
that sucks.
Didn't happen, obviously. Can't happen. And they said, just so everyone knows, there's no bonus episodes recorded with his voice. There's no extra season. None of the season 2 episodes were written before, so they didn't get him on there.
Yeah.
So this is literally his last performance.
That's
so
crazy.
If you saw that last episode of What If, that was it for.
And he was in a lot of these episodes too, which is crazy.
He was in a lot. And that was all him.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, they got lucky on that. That's very cool. And I'm sure his family.
I found that shit early then.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so Star-Lord, sad to hear he's gonna get a Star-Lord show, but it's not happening now. But and now I see that moment with him and Peter Quill with the fucking blasters at the end. I'm like, that's probably what it was gonna be about, like, oh man,
that would be interesting.
Anyway.
All right. Well, my last story, also kind of a downer. Twitch was hacked.
Oh, I heard. Yeah.
A big data leak. They downloaded this huge database, like 120 something gigabytes worth of data. A lot of it with information about like streamers, like their how much they get paid out or have gotten paid out so far up until a certain point. They're not too sure like what else is really in this that could be sensitive, but it's possible. Like usernames and passwords.
Ooh, shit.
Possibly some addresses and bank info, because that's shit that you do got to input when you become a streamer and want to make money off of it, right? Stream keys. Stream keys are also a thing too, which are like these huge like jumbles of. It's a big ass code, right? That you got to use if you're using something like OBS, like what we're using right now. You got to get your stream key from your account and input it into this program, so then it can connect to your account on Twitch, so you can stream from that program. Those could be compromised. They don't know yet, though. At least last time I checked.
Hopefully, we're too small for someone to want to compromise, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, and also, like, a lot of the streamers that were, like, on that list, making millions, dude. I think one of the highest might have been, like, 8 million that someone's made. I'm not sure if it's all at once or overall. Yeah. I would like to think overall. But
I doubt that. Even 8 million at all is, wow.
There's at least, like, 10 to 15 people that have made at least 1 million on Twitch, which is crazy.
We need to step our game up, man.
Right? I want to see because I know there's other things that they said that could be compromising it. But anyways, like check it out, guys. Change your passwords if you're on Twitch, especially if you're streaming. I'm definitely gonna go around and change all the fucking unfocused shit after this. What else did they say here? SDK. Oh yeah, that's another big thing they said. That's right. They also found information regarding what Amazon was building, some type of Steam killer, they were calling it, something to compete with Steam. So a program that can download games, and you can download in like a whole game store.
Shit.
That was in there too, which is crazy that Amazon was working on some shit like this. It was called Vapor. Also,
Wow, they're gonna call it Vapor.
that was a code name for it.
But that's even more of a diss. Like in their minds, they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna beat Steam. We're gonna call ourselves Vapor, even if it wasn't
Actually, I
the real
didn't even
name."
think about that, but that's crazy.
You know what I mean?
I didn't
Like
think about that.
The fact that that wasn't the real name, that was just the project name, means
Yeah.
that they were secretly hating.
Yeah,
You know?
for real. That's crazy. Also, a couple of Twitch clients were in there. Also, their internal like security tools that they would use was also in this hack too. So it's a pretty big hack that they've gone through, and what these hackers want to do with it, don't know yet. What they actually have, don't really know yet. That's what people are looking into right now. But at the very least, we saw some crazy ass numbers.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's what we got to worry about here. All right, Unfocused Weeks.
Yeah, man. Shit. I guess for me, just maybe more Digimon. Hopefully, we can make some tournaments here and there.
Yeah, I'm down. I might, because like they do Sunday ones over here at King Fandom, so
Yeah.
we should probably try one of those one day.
I'm down. That place seems pretty chill too.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
We should definitely bust open these guys.
That's what I was gonna bring up. Is for you to bring those out. We're gonna have a Pokemon battle in the very near future with these cookies.
Oreos, Pokemon Oreos.
Might even be able to have 2 battles.
Yeah. Oh, also too, something that I might do for my Unfocused Week. Diablo 2 Resurrected is out.
Oh, it's out?
It's been out for like 2 weeks now. And we got fucking All Star Brawl Nickelodeon to deal with. Fucking Pokemon comes out in a couple months. Next month.
Shit. We need to start making time to do these things, actually.
I know, man.
Fuck.
I don't know what to
We
do.
gotta rethink our life now, man.
Seriously.
I'm like, how am I gonna get out of work more? How else I can do these things?
Can I get out of work,
Yeah.
Should I? But yeah, so those are things that are kind of what I'm thinking about as far as my Focus Week goes. I guess there's no more What If or Star Wars Visions to look forward to, right?
Yeah.
I might start. Of course, I'm going to continue watching Bebop. Also, I've been kind of just randomly watching The Wonder Years because that new one is actually out already.
Oh, it's out?
Yeah.
Oh, is it good? You watched it?
I haven't watched it yet. I want to finish this original Wonder Years and then go into that so I kind of have a feel for it, and I want to just find those connections and all that.
Yeah, it's funny. I remember as a kid I didn't like that show, but watching it with you like randomly here and there, I'm like, man, this show's fucking great, actually.
No, it's really good. It's like just random episodes, and yeah, it's like I've talked about it before, so just go back on what I said about it in the past. But I like it. Took me until I was like fucking in my 20s to like it, but you know
exactly. I hated it when I was a kid. You might have to put those on a data disc for me, bro, on a DVD disc. I have a bunch of them.
You need access to the server.
I want a data disc.
All right. All right. Any other plans you want to throw in there?
Oh yeah, Unfocused Week for me. Digimon. Gonna play more of that. I want to play some more fighting games, man. I want to play some. I want to fight.
I need to go look into that fucking Power Rangers Battle for the Grid shit.
I
man.
know, especially now with the Ninja Adam.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's some wild shit.
Gotta learn that shit.
I love the Ninja Rangers. You know, they were even in the TV show for a little while too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember they used to have random powers where I was like, what the fuck? You can do that? Like,
Why'd you do that in the movie? Like, I remember.
yeah. It was like disappear or multiply, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd definitely be down to play that Battle of the Grid game. It looks cool. There was one thing you know what?
So much good shit right now.
Pokemon Snap. I really want to play some Pokemon
yeah,
Snap too.
I don't even have Snap, man.
You should really play it, bro. I really like it. I'm not playing it. It's not like I'm not playing it because I don't like it. I just keep forgetting about it. And I don't have time. But that's Pokemon Snap 2 is really good. I like it a lot. It actually feels like it reminds me of the old one because there's things I'm seeing. I'm like, I know I'm supposed to get something out of this.
This looks like something.
Yeah, I know this is something.
I need to do something here.
Yeah, and I get that feeling again, and I can't figure it out right away. So it's cool again.
That's cool.
So I do recommend it for you.
I got to read my fucking Last Ronin and
Hunter x Hunter.
Maybe. Once I'm done with like Wonder Years and Cowboy Bebop, might start going into My Hero Academia.
Oh
That's what I want to go into next.
Oh shit, AJ.
And then also, okay, so the thing I've been doing big this week that I'm going to continue working on too is my database. I figured out how to do databases again on my own personal server that I can access like a website, and I've been fucking around with that. You know that spreadsheets I've been making for my books and everything?
Yeah.
I want to put that on a website database that I can access on my own personal server. That's easier to fuck around with, because dealing with like spreadsheets kind of is slow sometimes. But if I can build my own little web page where I can enter the information and organize it on like how I want. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to do that right now. Not only for my comics, but also for all the cards. I want to make this little web page where I can type in whatever Digimon card real quick, and it'll pop up picture and all, so I can get the details right away. So I don't have to go fucking searching through random websites for whatever card I'm looking for, right? And also to tell me how much cards I actually have, because I was organizing that for a while too. So I'm trying to do this right now, and it's been a bitch because like I'm programming everything, I'm following some tutorials and shit, and it doesn't work. And I'll spend hours figuring out like, why does this shit work? I'm doing everything exactly. That I install something incorrectly? Is my server not compatible? I miss one space in somewhere in the code. That's it.
See, if you were doing with Nanika, that'd have been your ass.
Right? But this happened to me like 3 times so far. Every day I have this been big challenge. End up being like I missed one little character somewhere, or I misspelled a word somewhere, and that's what threw everything off. And it's like took me 2 hours to find this little mistake. And that's what I've been dealing with lately. I just want to rant about that really quick. I'm sorry. It's the event.
It's okay, man.
But it's been fun now.
Sometimes supersonic vents, you know? Did you ever listen to it?
No, I haven't listened to it.
All right. Well, that was
Ready?
Unfocused, guys. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Don't forget, this is a Collision 28 production. We're live on twitch.tv/Collision28 every
Wednesday. Also, Got you
it
can
this
always
time.
catch us on youtube.com/unfocusedpodcast to see rebroadcasting of these episodes. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe there as well.
Also, Twitter, you can message us at Unfocused28. We also give you updates when the show starts. Instagram at Unfocused Podcasts. Subscribe, like.
Also, you can subscribe to our podcast show, the audio version, on Apple Podcasts, or just get more information about that on collision28.com.
Or if you have any comments or things you want us to talk about, or maybe things that you feel we missed in the past, email us on unfocusedpodcast@gmail.com.
It's over!
Don't forget to subscribe.